panicking. Don't panic. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
Stitch up. It was a stitch up.
Upset. When I lose the small side of games, I'm upset. Because that's the fucking standard. When I don't see a team that wants to play in the Champions League. You want to play in the Champions League? Play to play in the Champions League. And the same to you and everybody. And everybody that comes on the bench to contribute, to help. We work so hard, so hard to be here, and we give it away. The good thing we have 45 minutes.
Do you think the best team lost this time?
I think so, yeah. Especially for 160 minutes. I'm saying that, and they are saying that because they just told me that.
Who did the PSG bench?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last-minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no. No, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN Caramba. Today, we've got Arsenal 5, Leeds 0. You know what I'm saying? Easy win. Do you know what I mean? And listen, just play the kids, bro. Play the kids. Max Dowman, we've been shouting out for Max Dowman to start to play games, and you can see his effect today. The same thing he was doing in preseason. Yeah, it's all preseason, but now you can see why we were saying play Max Dowman. You know what I'm saying? Gyokeres, he's arrived. He's arrived. You know what I'm saying? People are asking me, North, you said Gyokeres this. You said Gyokeres that. You said. Bro, relax. You know what I'm saying? Relax. And this is what we've been shouting for. You know what I mean? A striker that can actually score goals. And let's be real. Let's be honest and let's be real. Do you know what I mean? That Gyokeres goal, his first goal, he made it himself. It was a pass from Calafiori. He had to beat, 3 players, cut inside, and then he took the shot. Near post, boom, scores. Do you know what I mean? I've seen him do this before. So listen, all the people that were hating on Gyokeres, you know what I'm saying? Save the hate for another day. And this is excellent because he needed this confidence. He needs this confidence going into the match, our next match against Liverpool. We need him to be confident. We need him to be scoring goals, and we need the team to be playing with some confidence, which I think the second half we were better than the first half. But just quickly into the goals first. I mean, Rice with a corner, it is what it is, man. You know, Rice got to take all the corners, man. You got to take all the corners because his crossing is very good, to be fair to Declan Rice. And Timber, you know what I'm saying, heads it in to make it 1-0. Good header by Timber. I don't know, maybe Timber's been practicing the set pieces with Gabriel. Because he's picking up from what normally Gabriel's the player that normally scores all our headers. But Timber today with a brace. Very good performance from Timber. For me, my man of the match, bro, I think he was excellent. Up until he got subbed off, I think he was excellent. I think Timber played really well. So big up to Timber, man. The first goal, very good. You know what I mean? The second goal as well. Timber to Saka in the box. And then he shoots and scores. Obviously, Saka went down, unfortunately. That's the one unfortunate thing about the game. Saka went down, looked like a hamstring. If it goes on his left leg, he was holding his hamstring, went down, had to come off. That was sad, man, because I think, you know, he could have built some momentum because Saka, I know it's only been one game. This is our second game now of the season, but Saka could have, you know, started to build a bit of momentum. But we've been saying, but the thing is, we've been calling this out. We've been saying Saka looks injured. He doesn't look 100%. And to be fair, outside of the goal, Saka wasn't that great. Let's just keep it honest. And we'll get into the points about Saka, why he wasn't that effective. But he was good for the goal. You got to give him credit for the goal. He scored the goal really well. But yeah, the second goal, Timber took it really well. And then the third goal, like I said, Calafiori into Gyokeres. Gyokeres cuts into the box, takes on about 2-3 players, and then just hits it near post. That's what we want to see more from Gyokeres, man. Big up to Gyokeres. Welcome to Arsenal, man. And hopefully he kicks on from here. He's got the confidence and he can get us a goal or two against Liverpool. Because that's definitely going to be a difficult game. So big up to Gyokeres, man. Big up to Gyokeres for that goal. The fourth goal, Declan Rice, corner, Timber kicks it in. Big up to him. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, Timber's looking, he's looking very dangerous on these set pieces. Looking very dangerous on the set pieces. And then Dowman, as soon as he came on, this is what I'm saying about Dowman, man. He just takes players on. Doesn't matter if you want to double up on him, triple up on him, whatever the case may be. The guy is always going forward, always asking questions of defenders, always looking to disrupt and shift that defense and make players have to commit a tackle. And that's what he did. Made a player commit a tackle, fouled him in the penalty box, and then Gyokeres takes it like a proper penalty. You know what I mean? That was a very, very good penalty by Gyokeres. And that's what we need, man. We need the confidence. We need these players starting. I mean, now Saka's out. I don't know how long Saka's out. Dowman has to start for me. Dowman has to start now. There's no excuse not to start Dowman. No excuse. You know what I mean? I think the team looked a lot better with Odegaard off, man. When Odegaard came off, I think the team looked a lot better, man. A lot better, more direct. I know Ethan, some of his passing was a little bit, wasn't, you know, that good. Sometimes he was holding on to the ball too much, but he was being direct. He was causing panic. He had a couple of shots as well that just went wide. He was offering a lot more than what Odegaard was offering when he was on the pitch. And looking at the game, in that first half, Madueke, I thought, was poor. I think his crossing was poor. Do you know what I'm saying? Crossing going into nowhere. I was observing Odegaard as well. I know he had a shot that just went wide, but his passing was horrendous. I'm just going to keep it honest. It's a very good performance, but it wasn't a good performance because of Odegaard, because he was rubbish, man. He was rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? There was a chance where he took a shot. Gyokeres made the run and he still didn't find him. I'm like, what are you doing, Odegaard, man? Just pass the ball, bro. You could see the striker making the run. You're supposed to be feeding him opportunities. The guy takes a shot, some dead shot goes off of the defender. Odegaard could have done better. I saw Odegaard taking a cross as well into absolutely nobody. Everybody's running towards the box. He's crossing the ball behind them. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? His shot, there was another shot that he took. It hit the side netting. Wasn't too bad, but should have at least got it on target. I saw Declan Rice with a cross into Saka, but the cross was just a bit too high. Saka just about couldn't get ahead to it. But yeah, man, I think Zubamendi played really well. I think he recovered the ball really well. I think Declan Rice had a good game as well. They kept Leeds quiet. Hopefully Zubamendi can keep up this performance, because his performance against Man United was poor. And I was like, yo, if he can perform the way he performed against Atletico Bilbao, then yo, we got a really, really good player here. Really, really good player here. But you know what I mean? When Leeds played it out from the back, they just caused themselves problems. Zubamendi won it back, gave it to Gyokeres, and Gyokeres on the half turn was already off balance. He just about couldn't get it on target. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Ultimately, in the second half, we got Gyokeres back into the game and got him a couple of goals, man. But yeah, that was a good chance. That was good pressing by Zubamendi. I think Zubamendi was absolutely running the midfield. You know, and I could tell that he was dropping deeper than what he did against Man United. He was dropping deeper. He was pressing at the right time. He was winning the ball at the right time and letting Declan Rice go forward and then just recycling the ball. I think Zubamendi played really, really well. I was very impressed by Zubamendi, to be fair. There was a counter-attack where Madueke, it's like, bro, Gyokeres is making the run. Madueke held on to the ball way too long. And then when he played him the pass, like almost behind him. And I'm like, bro, Madueke, what are you doing, bro? Literally, if he would have just received the ball and played it first time, Gyokeres is straight through on goal. And there was a couple of instances like that where the final ball from Madueke just wasn't good enough into Gyokeres. It wasn't good enough. He was holding on to the ball too long, and then his passing was poor. There was no composure. He wasn't passing it into, you know, the way he's running into space. He's not passing it into the space in front of him. He's passing it into the space behind him. I don't know what Madueke was doing, but ultimately, you know, it didn't ultimately affect the game too tough. We still ended up winning comfortably 5-0, but it was something that I was like, yeah, Madueke to me was poor, man. He was poor for me. Leeds, big corner save from Raya. I think that was a great save from Raya from the corner, straight at him. It was a good save. Good save from Raya, to be fair. Calafiori, there was a couple of passes from Calafiori that went into no one. There was one where he made a long run across the stretch of the pitch and then literally passed it into nobody, bro. And I'm like, how are you making that massive run to get towards their box, edge of their box, and you just pass it out of play? I'm like, yo, I don't know what my guy was doing or what he was thinking. I'll be completely real. In the second half, though, we just cooked them. I can't even lie. We cooked them. It was just light work. And it's the thing, man. Ethan and Dowman, they just got this this way of just taking on players and asking questions and always looking to attack, man. Like Dowman's just a top quality player, man. Top quality player. Yeah, he needs to polish up certain aspects of his game, but he's ahead of his, ahead of his class. I think he's really good. I think he's really talented, man. And Dowman, we've been saying this about Dowman. This is why we don't understand why Madueke keeps getting starts, why Martinelli's been getting starts. Like, there's no reason to be starting these guys over Dowman. There's no reason. Now, we've already seen enough from the both of them that they should be starting. And yeah, man, I think they played really well. I think Timber was excellent. Gabriel Saliba played very well. Calafiori, there was moments from Calafiori. I think there was 1-2 passes wasn't that great, but overall Calafiori was fine. I don't think this was definitely ain't one of his worst games. I think he was actually quite decent. Madueke for me was poor. Gyokeres did well. Look, there's a lot of times where Gyokeres made good runs, and we just, I don't know if it's something that, it's going to take time with the team to build that chemistry, to understand when Gyokeres is going to make those runs and when he's expecting to receive the ball. But yeah, I think that's the thing that we need to work on, because had we have found Gyokeres, well, we did find him, but at times we weren't passing the ball. And then when we was passing the ball, it was under hit or over hit, or we took too long to release the ball. You know what I mean? And then and then we're allowing the defender to keep up with Gyokeres and not allowing him to just go through on goal, 1v1 with the goalkeeper and bury it. I think that will come with time. But yeah, the team needs to get used to playing with Gyokeres. But yeah, I think up into the goal, I don't think Saka played that well. I've got to be honest about it. Like, I'm upset that Saka's injured, but at the same time, it's going to give an opportunity now. It should give an opportunity now for Dowman. Hopefully Saka's not out for a long time. I don't know the extent of the injury, but hopefully he's not out for a long time. And yeah, man, I think overall it was a very good performance. Trossard came on. I think Trossard was extremely poor. Extremely poor. Like the the delivery, the passing, everything, bro. Like Trossard is just, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't understand why we've given this guy a contract extension. I didn't see anything from Trossard. Nothing at all. Obviously, Mascara came on. He was calm. But yeah, man, Dowman and Gyokeres and Timber were the main guys, man. They were the difference makers today. And now we got we got 3 players that we can target on set pieces. I mean, Declan Rice can score headers, but the thing is, obviously, Declan Rice is taking the corners. So we've got Gabriel, we've got Timber, we've got 2 players there that can head the ball, that can be effective in set pieces. So yeah, that's always a good thing. Like I said, you can't just win the league just on set pieces. Obviously, we have to play better football. I think the football in the first half was way too slow. I didn't like the way we were, we were doing a lot of things that irritated me against Man United in the first half. It wasn't all bad, but there was a lot of times where I felt like we wasn't making the most of a lot of the counter attacks that we had. We were just a bit too late. But like I said, hopefully with a bit more time, they get used to the way that Gyokeres is playing. But in the second half, we just picked it up, and it was mainly because of Ethan and Dowman, man. They were just excellent. Like, obviously, like I said, Ethan needed a little bit more composure in this game, I'll be honest. But Dowman, man, if I can't beat you, I'm going to force you into making a foul. That's what I like about this player. It's like he's going to win something. If he can't find the player, then he's going to win us a free kick. You know what I mean? Or he's gonna make them commit and then make a foul in the box and win us a penalty like he did today. And that's what we saw in pre-season. So I'm really happy for Dowman, man. I'm really happy for Dowman, and I think going forward, obviously Eze was in the stands. Obviously Eze didn't play today, but I want Eze in the 10 and Ethan and Dowman on the wings, man. I don't want to see Madueke. Saka's obviously injured. Trossard is nowhere near the level. Shouldn't have got a new contract. Go with the youngsters, play the youngsters. I want to see Ethan, I want to see Dowman. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see Madueke was decent. I don't think he was that great. I really don't. I don't think he was that gay. That gay. I don't think he was that great, bro. I really don't. I think his passing today wasn't that great. I think he played with a lot of intensity, but in the final third, I think he lacked a lot of quality for me, Madueke, today. I can't lie. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was better on the right, but for me, still, it wasn't a great performance for me, bro. I don't think it was a great performance for me, but there you go. There you go. I think ultimately, yeah, the game was just comfortable. Leeds, we're just making them get a load of yellow cards from early. They were trying to make it a physical game, and we just maintained calm. And yeah, just just popped them off the park. Like it was just easy. I can't even lie, it was easy. It was easy today. You know what I mean? The only real there's not really anything for me to complain about today about today's performance. I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the goals. I'm happy that Gyokeres is getting a couple of goals and the confidence behind himself going into the next game. I'm happy that the youngsters are proving themselves again as to why this manager should be starting them. I think Declan Rice and Zubamendi, it was a much needed performance after the Man United performance that I thought they had a really poor game and allowed Man United to just run through our midfield. So I think a lot of the players that needed confidence, majority of them, barring Odegaard, I think played really well. I think Odegaard's the only one that I look at and I go, I don't see an improvement there from your performance. I don't see an improvement. But that's why I'm happy that we got Eze, because Eze is going to make him accountable now, and that's exactly what we need. You know what I mean? Like that armband can't protect Odegaard. The armband shouldn't protect anyone from the performances. So it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. Big up, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in Glock 14. Big up, bro. Big up, man. Where are all the people that are telling us that that he's rubbish? You know what I'm saying? I think Martinelli's getting sold this window. God willing, bro. God willing, because he needs to go, bro. He needs to go. Big up Northside. Big up, bro. Glock 14 has arrived, and big up Max Dowman. That kid is the truth. I'm telling you, bro. The kid is techie, bro, and you just keep on asking questions of the fullback. Keep on asking questions of that left back, bro. You know what I mean? He's a baller, man. Ethan made the difference when shoulder guard went off. Yeah, man. He just went direct, bro. This is what we need. We need players that are direct, not backward, sideways passing, bro. And today was comfortable. Super comfortable. No Saka, no hope. Arteta strikes again. Hit the like button, subscribe. Big up, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, Timber did well, man. Timber did really, really well. And Dowman did well as well, man, on his debut. This is what we've been saying about this kid. He's a talent, man. He's a talent. I just hope that Arteta gets the most out of him. You know what I mean? That's what I hope. So it made Ode went off and Ethan came on. It was quicker and more going forward. But we've been saying this. We've been saying this. I think Ethan and Max Dowman constantly show what lacks from Odegaard's game. Even when Odegaard was taking shots, yeah, he took forever at times to take a shot, bro. Like he sets himself up with like 4 or 5 touches. Like, bro, just strike the ball, bro. Just put it in the back of the net. Like, what are you doing? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It was much better when he came off. Give the kids a chance. I agree. Big up Northside. Big up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Madueke was good today. I can't lie. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Some people think he had a good game. I didn't think Madueke was all that, bro. You know what I mean? You man, it's okay. I don't think his performance was all that. I wasn't that impressed by Madueke. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? But listen, everyone's got their opinion. Love the shirt, North. Oh, big up, man. Big up, man. For the year that I was born, man. Big up, man. We're here, man. We are here. Big up, familia. Timber scored twice today, which no one was expecting. The Eze announcement and pitch walk was class. Hey, call Deji. Let Deji know we scratched their first place chain. Yeah, I'm going to call him, actually. I'm going to call Deji. Northside, how side are you? Odegaard is injured. But, listen, no comment. No comment. Big up North. My man, good result. Liverpool next. Dowman in a few years. Yeah, man, I agree. You know what I mean? Arsenal are deadly at set pieces. Corners are like penalties for us. Yeah, no, we do well on set pieces, but we're not going to be able to score like that all the time. Do you know what I mean? So we need to step it up. We know Arteta ain't going to start Dowman. He probably might put Eze on the right or Gabriel. Yeah, bro. We know with this manager, you can't trust him with the lineups, bro. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Liverpool. Yeah. Let's see what he does against Liverpool. Dowman may not start, though. Eze coming in and Martinelli's still there, too. Yeah, bro. As long as I'm not seeing Madueke and Martinelli's and players like that. But now, obviously, Saka being injured. You know what I mean? There's space. There's a space there. There's a space there. There should be a space there anyway. That's why I'm saying they don't pass Gyokeres. Nah, bro, I'm telling you. They need to fix up with that. They need to fix up. Eze would probably start on the wing for the Liverpool game. I don't want him playing on the wing, man. I really don't want him playing on the wing. I'll be real with you. I really don't want him playing on the wing. I love that Gyokeres goal. Big up, bro. Big up Northside. Fire kit, man. Big up, bro. Love my G. The early part of the game, it was dead. But when we got our first goal, we picked up the pace, which was good. Well, we've been saying for how long that this team was built to play attacking football. When we take the handbrake off, you see the best version of this team. Look against Atletico Bilbao. Do you know what I mean? That's how this team was built to play. Don't let this manager fool you. It was built to play like this. Odegaard wasn't good today at all. He was rubbish, man. He was rubbish. Madueke was better when he switched to the right. Yeah, like I said, he was better when he switched to the right. But I still feel like his passing and his crossing wasn't that great today. I'll be honest with you. I like Ethan's directness, but his passing wasn't the best. He held on to the ball too long at times. Yeah, I hear that. Look, I hear that. But at the same time, do you know what? Like, at the same time, he's young. He's going to learn. He hasn't even had a full season yet. There's obviously going to be aspects to his game that need polishing up. But I think like the raw potential was there, like the basics, the fundamentals, being able to dribble past players, being able to get out of tight spaces, his passing. Yeah, I mean, like the basics are there, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man, I agree with you, but I think it'll come with time, man. I'm not going to be too harsh on Ethan, and I'm not going to be too hard on Dowman. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Dowman as well, like he's got the quality as well, but at the same time, his passing at times today wasn't the greatest, and his shooting today wasn't the greatest. That's something that he can work on. But so happens with young players, man. You know what I mean? I was watching all the midfielders carefully, and I've realized they don't look for Gyokeres runs. Instead, they pass to the wings. Yeah, man. They don't. And then when they do, yeah, I'm saying they're so not like obviously Gyokeres ain't been here for long, but they need to work on that, man. They need to work on that because we need him involved. As soon as we get him involved, that he scores. He scores. Madueke was decent. Yeah, I mean, 2-2 for Gyokeres. Who cares how they come? Listen, I don't care how they come, but we need to consistently be finding him and actually setting him up. Do you know what I mean? Properly. So that's the bit that I do care about, you know. To make it so he's consistently scoring, we need to pick up his runs. We need to create we need players to learn, you know what I mean, when to time those passes. Dowman reminds me of how Grealish used to win fouls. Yeah, man. Yeah. I hear that, man. I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think we buy anyone else? I don't know, man. If we do, it'll probably be a bench player. Do you know what I mean? If we do, it'll probably be a bench player. I don't think, unless we get some sales and we sell certain players. I'm not too sure, bro. I'm not too sure. Because they were already saying that we needed to sell some players. Obviously, we got Eze now. They probably run out. They're probably like, yo, we need to sell some players now. We need to balance the books. If we lose Saka, for me, we are still short a striker, a winger, pure and simple. Hopefully, Arsenal still have funds to dip into the market. Yeah, there's still positions that need to be strengthened. For me, we can still strengthen the wings, and I feel like we still need another striker because anything happens to Gyokeres, it's long for us. It's long for us. We're back to flipping Madueke. Yeah, I mean Havertz is injured at the moment. Not that I like Havertz, but he's injured at the moment. We need another striker. Big up, man. Big up, George, man. Big up, man. I'm gonna be putting out the link for anyone that does want to jump on and have their say. Yeah, I mean, Ethan had a clear through ball to Gyokeres and hesitated. They're all hesitating when it's coming to. Yeah, man. They need to be releasing those passes quicker, man. They need to be releasing those passes quicker. But today was a lot better, man. Today was a lot better, man. A lot better than the Man United performance. A lot better. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. But look at this guy. I didn't get a phone call from you, mate. Look at this guy. Look at Sunshine as well. Look at this. You know what I mean? Big up, man. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, man. Yeah, today, man, we had a good win today, man. We had a good win. Do you know what I mean? We had a good win. But yeah, man. Once Calafiori gets his 3 to 4 stints for the season, we're relying on Skelly or Timber to cover, where is our natural top quality left back North? This is the thing. This is the thing. There's still certain positions that we get an injury to the main player. It's going to be long. It's going to be long, bro. It's going to be long. But yeah, man, when Ghostergaard was subbed off, we look miles better. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, man, big up, man. Big up. Let me put the link out. Let me put the link up for anyone that does want to jump on. Big up to Lee for the raid. Big up to my guy Lee for the raid. There we go. Let's put the link there. Do you know what I'm saying? There we go. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Man almost tried to ban myself. You know what I mean? What's going on? Right. The link is there pinned. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's see if Deji picks up the phone. Let's see if Deji picks up the phone. Let me see. Because he was cussing Gyokeres bears. Let me see if he picks up the phone. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up to everyone in the location. Let's see if he picks up. What are you saying, man?
Yeah, I'm just on the phone, man. What are you saying?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. What are you saying about Gyokeres now?
I'm not saying, bro, I don't think he did anything special. He scored a penalty, bro, and he ran with the ball and he scored. I mean, he scored well done, but they weren't worldies, bro.
They weren't worldies, no? So it has to be worldies all the time or you don't rate it?
I think he's kind of heavy up top. What do you think?
Huh?
I think he's looking kind of heavy, bro.
Nah, listen, bro. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That first goal, he made it by himself, bro. That was a good goal. He took the penalty well as well, bro. Like, what we doing here? What we doing here? And to be honest, yeah, there was a lot of runs from him, yeah, that weren't.
I don't actually think Gyokeres did anything in the whole game apart from those two opportunities he took. I don't think it's this gunman that you guys tried to.
Bro, you get Deji. Come on, man. You get impressed by Solanke, bro.
Huh?
You get impressed by Solanke, bro. Did you even watch the game? You waited for the highlights, innit?
Huh?
You waited for the highlights, innit?
Bro, I watched the game, bro.
Okay, so
you tell me that you thought that the Swedish Ollie Watkins was a batsman today.
He played well today. Yeah, he played very well. He made a lot of runs, yeah, and Madueke was effing up the passes through into him, and a lot of time the players weren't finding him. That's not his fault. When Calafiori found him, he took on two players, cut inside, and then hit it near post. How's that bad? Like, what are we doing here?
It's bad, bro. I'm just thinking, it was a bit meaty, but yeah, I'll take it. He got 2 goals.
You're so shameless, Deji, man. I said down, bro. But it's not a worldie. When's the last time Solanke scored a worldie?
Well, I don't think we're judging Gyokeres on Solanke standards. I'm judging him against my main man, Richarlison.
Oh, okay. So now you stop the Solanke hype. Now you're talking about Richarlison all the time now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. You're shameless. You know that. You're so shameless, bro. You're so shameless.
He did well, but he scored a pen that Declan Rice gave it to him. Declan Rice today.
Bro, just say he played well, bro. I'm saying, like, the man did his job, man. Man bagged in 2 goals, bro. How many times you...
All right. So, I'm just being honest. He scored 2 goals today. But I can't say he played well. I think he scored 2 goals, bro. Like, that's like saying Brennan Johnson played well last week when he scored against Burnley. No, he was on the pitch, bro, but he didn't do nothing. Bro,
his job is to score goals, bro.
Yeah, no, I heard that, bro, but like his overall impact on the game was non-existent.
Yeah,
but Max Dowman had more impact when he came on than Gyokeres did the whole game.
Yo, Max Dowman was balling out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say.
But Max Dowman's job is different to Gyokeres' job, though.
Bro, I'm a purist, you know. I like footballers.
So why do you like Solanke then?
Bro, at the moment, Solanke hasn't been playing, bro.
Huh?
Solanke hasn't been playing.
Well, this guy, bro, all right, cool. You stand behind your guy, innit? All I'm saying is we needed a gunman, you know what I'm saying? And now he's scoring goals. That's the job that we needed him to do, innit? That's the job that we needed him to do. Obviously, he's got to do it. Huh?
Do you think that this guy is your new Haaland?
No, do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? Let me be honest with you, yeah? A lot of times he was making very good runs, yeah? But the players were underpassing it or not actually playing the ball into him and trying to look for the wingers. That's my frustration around it. It's because
That's what I'm saying to you. Then you understand it. Then that I'm not overly gassed by his performance because maybe the players around him didn't make him look as good as he is. Could that be?
Yeah, but bro, if I see the striker in the right positions making the right runs, waiting to receive the ball, then I'm like, I can't blame the striker. I'm blaming the service. You get me?
Yeah. No. And on that basis, he did his job. He did his job well. But unfortunately, the way the team played around him wasn't great.
Bro, Odegaard, yeah, this guy, his days are numbered in this team, bro. He was rubbish, bro. Absolutely trash, bro.
Why did they bring him off?
I don't know. My man just got hooked off, bro. The guy was rubbish, bro. The guy was absolutely rubbish, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He was rubbish, bro. I swear down, yeah, Odegaard is absolutely trash. Even Ethan, yeah. Ethan wasn't perfect, but obviously he's a young buck. You know what I'm saying? It is where it is. He's doing his thing. Bro, when he came on, he was taking on players. He was asking questions. Even though his passing wasn't, the intent was there. Did you get it? The intent was there. Odegaard, this guy falling to the ground. This guy, bro, everyone's running into the box. This guy's playing across behind the players. But this guy, he must be cross-eyed, bro. He must be cross-eyed. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of cross-eyed people in Norway, bro. But this guy is cross-eyed, bro. When I see the way he passes the ball.
I actually felt that Odegaard, for the first time, he looked under pressure. He looked like a guy that knew that he's almost like he's been listening to the fans or been listening to the YouTubers and knowing that people sussed him out like he's a fraud. Because that's how he was moving on the pitch today. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, he was just headless. He looked like he was trying to prove something. Like, he was trying to prove like he's still the guy, but we all know he's not the guy, bro.
No, he ain't the guy, bro. He ain't the guy. He was trash, bro. Max Dowman's showing him levels. So is Ethan, bro. These men play with intent. That's what I like. I like players, yeah, attacking players that take on players. You know what I mean? Like, this Odegaard, bro, this guy just slows the game down. The way he was getting us playing in the first half was so slow. As soon as he came off, yeah, we played the two young bucks, yeah, we were direct. We were asking questions of defenders. We were taking on players. Obviously, the shooting could have been a bit better. The passing at times could have been a bit better. But when it's the young bucks, you're like, yo, do you know what? Like, you know what I mean? It will come. It will come. They're young, innit? And obviously, Dowman as well to play like that on his debut and that. Do you know what I mean?
I don't just banter for the sake of bantering, man. Like, Dowman, he's the realist. I've got no complaints. He's hard.
And I'm telling you, Timber as well, bro.
Like, we ain't got nothing like that in our academy. Because they're a bunch of pussy class. You know what I mean? Like, he's legit.
He's cold, bro. Trust me, he's cold. Under the right player, under the right manager, yeah, he'll if it was Wenger, this is what I'm saying. You see, like, players like Ethan and Dowman, yeah, under Wenger, bro, these men would reach their top potential. You know, Wenger got the most out of attacking talent, bro. They'll reach their top potential. When it's Arteta, though, you got to look at it and be like, Odegaard declining, Martinelli declining. Do you know what I'm saying? Havertz decline. All these men declining under this guy, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
So it's kind of like, bro, good right player, wrong manager for me, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah. No, I can see that, bro.
You get me? But yeah, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Have you looked at the table yet?
Yeah, I've seen it, bro. I told you earlier, see you at the top. I didn't start.
I said, see you at the top. I didn't start.
I didn't say see you at the top, so welcome.
Oh, you got Bournemouth. You got Bournemouth next, yeah?
I said welcome, and what took you so long?
And what took you so long? Look at this guy. When you had 20 odd L's, bro, last season. What are you talking about? See you at the top, bro.
See you at the top, player. We got Bournemouth next. We're gonna watch them, bro.
Oh, you're smacking up Bournemouth, yeah?
Ralph. Let's not be silly now.
Let's not be silly now. All right, cool. Anyway, you drop points, yeah, I'm cooking you, bro.
But if you drop points against Liverpool, you're getting cooked. I don't give a damn.
There's no free hits, yeah? There's no free hits.
No, I swear down. As soon as you slip up, you already know what's coming.
Bro, you already know, bro. I already told you anyway. I don't care. You can cook the club. I already know. Listen, I was happy with this game. I like the momentum. There were certain players that were poor against Man United that were better today. Subamendi, Rice, Gyokeres. All these players need more. They need to lift up their performances, isn't it? I'll be real with you. Saka wasn't that great, bro. He was not great at all until the goal. When he scored the goal, he did well. But up until that point, bro, he was poor. I got to keep it honest. The title of the show would have been Saka's got to be dropped. I'll be real with you. The performance wasn't performing, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? But now he's gone down injured, bro. You know what I mean? So
Well, you can put Eze on the right.
nah, but I don't want to. I don't want to play Eze on the wing, bro. I want him to play in the 10, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you know he's not going to be as effective on the wing, and then you're going to chat shit. Oh, see, you lot don't know how to play Eze.
I know that, but I had some Arsenal fans trying to tell me otherwise yesterday, and I thought these men are smoking Bushy Bampton.
Ah, bro, come on. You know these man. Those men are from them data bulls, bro. They don't know what they're talking about.
I know definitely he ain't cooking on that wing, but they tried to lie to themselves, and I thought, okay.
I'm telling you, oi, halftime Hooks is here. Yeah, chat to him about Gyokeres because Hooks ain't gonna allow you to get away with it. Oh, he was slandering Gyokeres, you know.
Aye. I don't know if I'm moving. Wait, can you hear me? Is everything calm? Or am I moving mad?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
Bro.
All right, cool. By the way, yeah, I just want I'm doing the rounds in it, yeah. I just want all your. I know there's some people in the chat, yeah, that would have been saying the mad thing. I just want everybody to know. I don't want nobody to ever chat to me again about Dowman shouldn't be starting for Arsenal or playing for Arsenal at first team level, yeah. Because this brother, yeah, he is the truth, bro. Yeah, he's the truth. Yeah, best youngster in the world, bro. Don't care what anyone says. Best youngster in the world. You get me? So, all the man. Wait, who is it that's on the phone, by the way?
Deji.
Oh, Deji. Oh, how you doing, Deji? How you doing?
I'm fine.
How you doing? Yeah. Don't worry, because
Why
when
are you
I roll,
asking me like how am I doing? Like there's something wrong.
don't worry, because this season, yeah, the North London derby, yeah, we're gonna watch it at yours. Yeah.
I can't wait, bro.
And I'm gonna.
I wish we played you today.
Bro, I wish I played you today as well, because Gyokeres would have dunked on your Clark, bro. Your little man team.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Well done for Gyokeres, the Swedish Ollie Watkins for getting 2 goals. But from my perspective, he needs to go and swim past the week.
Do you know what? I'll be so real, yeah. At this moment in time, I couldn't give 2 shits what you think about Gyokeres because you was trolling him, and now he's one of the top goal scorers in the league, which is why we signed him. So, do you know what I'm saying? Man didn't sign him to be Bergkamp.
Wait, Hooks, he said that Solanke's going to outscore him this season.
No,
how many goals did Solanke score?
We're not doing that.
You did say that. Chat, you know he said that. He said that.
Can I swap Solanke for Richarlison?
What do you mean, can you swap? No. We're going to hold you to your words around here.
Hold man accountable.
Yeah. Hooks ain't gonna take his foot off your neck, you know. You don't like nobody knows Gyokeres slander, you know.
Yeah, none of it. Not having none of it. You get me? Gyokeres gang. You get me? Yeah.
Gyokeres gang.
And you know what? Do you know why Gyokeres is a real G? Yeah. All you man online that was trolling him about the hair flick and all that. Yeah, he get back gang. He's on that. Yeah, he's on that get back gang. He's on it. Yeah, he'll punch you all up. He's on that get back gang. He's showing you, man. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What are you saying now? What are you saying now? Yeah. So
if you're asking me what am I saying now?
No, I'm not asking you. No, I'm not asking you.
It looks like Paris Hilton.
No, I'm not asking you because it was rhetorical. I don't need your opinion because you man are gonna fall off. Yeah, you man are gonna fall off, and then you're not in a title race, bro. You're not gonna be in a title race. At no point in the season will you be in a title race.
With full confidence, bro.
I can say that
we are equaling the same numbers that you're putting out.
You're what? You're equally what?
We're equaling your numbers. You scored 6, we scored 5. You ain't conceded in either of week.
I Deji, man. We're both grown. You get me? We're both old. Yeah. How many years have we seen? But we see Tottenham do this every year, bro. We see Tottenham do this every year. They have their little period. Do you remember under Ange? First season, you had your 10. What happened after that, bro? It happens every season. You man get gas. Don't you get bored of doing this?
To be fair,
don't you get bored
as well? To be fair, Arsenal fans do it as well. To be fair,
but to be fair, I don't finish 17th, so on a real, don't you get bored of doing it?
You don't win trophies either.
By the way, Deji, yeah. You're talking to the wrong guy. I'm not one of them man that think football only started when Chelsea started winning stuff, innit? So I got more trophies than you. So you can't chat to me about trophies. If you want to have that
All right, no
conversation,
worries.
there's loads of Arsenal fans you can have that conversation with that think football only started
Yeah,
when
but
Chelsea started winning
how
stuff.
many times am I going to tell you, bro, that you're no longer in school? So we don't have to do history, bro. Not with me. Let's do the here and the now.
All right, the here and the now. Okay, let's do let's do the here and the now. Yeah. How many trophies you got in your cabinet?
We picked up a trophy literally 2 months ago. When was the last time you did one?
Like 5 years ago, something like
Yeah,
that.
bro, that's why. And
Actually, hey Deji, you didn't answer my question. I said, how many trophies do you have in your cabinet?
bro, are you Indiana Jones?
I am, Indiana Hooks.
Yeah, but I said I'm not dealing with you then, bro.
Indiana is a place in America. I got my passport, so I can run it. Indiana Hooks.
Bro, I'll be real. I want to deal with half-time Hooks and not Harrison Ford.
Hey, well, bro, like you got my number. You can anytime we can talk and we can hash it out. Anytime you can jump on a stream, we can hash it out. But all I know is, no, Tottenham can't chat. Hey, quick sidestep. North side, yeah. I can't lie. I nearly cried when I saw the Eze announcement video. It was perfect. It was actually perfect, bro. Man, he's home. Yeah, it was so well done, bro. I know you man don't really like the PR thing and all of that, yeah. But it was done properly. Like it was a proper thing. Like he's home, yeah. And Northside again, yeah. Cause see, this is how you know I pay attention to you a lot, bro. Yeah. I know your qualms about bench and depth and all them things there. Potentially Saka's out, potentially Erdegaard's out, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried because I got Eze there. I got
No, then
Dowman there.
I'll talk after, innit? Love
You
my
get
G.
me?
Love my
I got
G.
hella,
Love,
I
mate.
got hella people there. Bro, like I don't know about you, but I'm not worried if Saka might potentially be out. So yeah, man, the squad.
You're not worried about the bench. You're saying, is that what you're saying?
Me personally, I'm not worried about the bench. If we get to the end of the season and the bench is a problem, then cool, that's my L in it. But as it stands right now, I'm not worried about the bench in it. I'm not worried about going to Anfield next season with the potentiality that Saka might not be there, the guard might not be there, because we got people that can come in, do a job of quality. Mosquera again, come on, he looks good. Yeah, Calafiori, good game, came off. Skelly came on, good game. Like Saka
Bro,
came off.
is this all after beating Leeds? Is this why you're
Hey,
saying?
hey. I can only
It's
play
a
who's in front
question,
of me.
bro. This guy.
I can only play who's in front of me. I can only play who's in front of me. You get me?
Okay, but we're old enough.
I don't
Me and you are
disrespect
old
people.
enough. Me and you are old enough to know that things can happen and you need to be prepared. And one thing this club has not been is prepared. Hence why we got Gyokeres this year and we didn't get him last year, for example, when you was calling out for him. When I was saying we needed a top striker, right? Cool.
Yeah.
So if we get an injury to Skelly, who are we playing there? Kivior? We're trying to get rid of Kivior. I wouldn't say it's of the same quality. I agree with you that we should be playing the youngsters, but with young players, you're going to get inconsistencies. Like today, like Ethan was very good, yeah. But today, also Ethan's passing at times was a little bit sloppy. Dowman played extremely well, but sometimes his shooting today was a little bit sloppy. Do you get me? The potential are there with these players. I'm not sure they're ready for you to rely on them week in, week out to get us over the line. That's my only worry. Do they deserve game time? Yeah. Do they deserve, with what we currently got, do they deserve to be starting? Yes. But I don't want to be relying on them week in, week out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a massive gamble. And I feel like this club always gambles. We gamble with not having a striker. We gamble with not going out there and getting the winger that we need. Like playing Eze, I'm very happy about that we got Eze. Very happy.
Yep.
I always told you, when we get the right players, like Zubimendi today had a very, very good game. This is back to the Zubimendi that we saw in preseason against Atletico Bilbao that I gave him man of the match. Now, let's continue. When we buy the right players, I'll be happy. There's nothing for me to complain about. But at the same time, bro, I'm just going to keep it real. I would rather, as it currently stands, playing Dowman and Ethan on the wings, and then play Eze in a number 10. I think what we've got out of the team we currently got, that's the best. But we should be doing better than Trossard. We should be doing better than Martinelli. We shouldn't be having these guys as backups because we know what we're going to get out of them. And what we're going to get is players that are not good enough. Trossard was shocking when he came on today. Martinelli's been trash. Madueke for me is not good enough, which is why
I think he had a good game though.
I don't think he was all that.
I think he had a good game. Like,
okay, some people think he's had a good game. I don't think he was all that. I think it was okay. I don't think it was trash, but I thought it was an okay game. But this is what I mean. An okay performance from a player that we just paid 52 million for and a player that I never wanted isn't that great. And also the main thing, like we got a striker and I'm happy with that, but we're back to Moreno up front. You know what I mean? Or maybe shifting Martinelli to centrally if anything happens to Gyokeres. That's another risk. I think there's a lot of risks in saying that you don't care about
there's risks. I agree with you. There's risks, but do you know what? If you just obviously this will be the last thing I say because I gotta go and I'll go back into the watching Northside mode instead of being on the panel. Yeah, but think of it like this. Yeah, think of it like this. All right, we're in a scenario now. Yeah, where Erdegaard might be injured for the next game. Yeah, who's our 10? Yeah. Last season, you'd be very worried. This season, I'm not worried at all because I know that you just play Eze there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I hear all the things about the risks, innit? I hear it loud and clear, yeah. But at the moment, I have to deal with the problems that I have now. I can't deal with the problems that I might have in the future because they may not arise. But the ones that have arisen now, we have good cover for. Havertz being out, cool. But it's fine because I don't expect Gyokeres to get injured. Like there's no prior evidence to suggest that he gets injured. But Saka, he's coming off the back of having an injury last season. Like Gyokeres isn't in that scenario, innit? You get me? So, and at worst case, if he does go out, then that's just one of those scenarios where we have to hold it because like it's like we can't have four like. We have 4 strikers. We have 4 people that can play the striker position. Sorry, that's probably the better thing to say. Out of those 4 players, 2 of them are injured. So if another one went and got injured, it's like, okay, what am I meant to have 5 strikers? If the 4th one gets injured, okay, am I meant to have 6 strikers? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It comes to a point where it gets
no. I'm talking about the quality.
It comes to a point where it gets stupid because no one has that many strikers.
No. You're missing the point. By you saying that, you're missing my point, which is why I'm interrupting you. What you're missing my point. My point is not that we don't have quality, we don't have cover. It is the lack of quality in that cover. And we've been doing that now for the last couple of seasons where we have cover, but the quality from the main guy to the guy that's trying to compete to get into the team is too drastic. And you saying also that, yeah, but I don't know my problems in the future. You know football. You've watched football long enough. You know that things can happen that you may not expect, which means the players that you say that are cover, you're going to have to rely on them. When you rely on them, you know that they're not good enough, which is why you don't even want them starting games. That's my problem. When you look at Odegaard in comparison to Ethan, it ain't levels. Like for me, Ethan's better, Dowman's better, Eze's better. Do you know what I'm saying? That in the number 10 role, we now got real quality. That's what I want. I don't want just numbers. I want actual quality. When we look at the left back position, we've got numbers, but where's the quality? Do you know what I'm saying? Outside the young,
we'll always differ here. But we'll always differ here because, like, I think Havertz is a good backup striker. I think Gabriel Jesus is a good backup striker. Like, there's not too many people that actually have the depth that we have in the striker position. There's not too many people in the league that have the same depth that we have in midfield. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I hear the thing is I hear your points, but this is where it comes down to the subjectivity of football, innit? Like
but it's not because you wanted 2 players based on quality, not based on a lack of personnel. You wanted Gyokeres, yeah. We already have Havertz, Jesus, we got Moreno, we got Martinelli that can play there. That's 4 options, right? You wanted Gyokeres due to the quality of the player. You wanted Eze due to the quality of the player because we can play Ethan there, we can play Dowman there. You wanted him because of the quality. So what I'm saying is, it's a little bit wrong what you're saying because when the players that you wanted to be brought into the club was based on quality, not based on lack of personnel at the club, and that's the overall point. With all the positions,
yeah, but we solved. My problem was solved.
Your problem
Yeah,
was sold.
I wanted
You're telling me it's
Gyokeres
a
because
risk.
of the quality, but I wanted Gyokeres because of the quality, because our quality for our first team striker wasn't good enough. Hence why I wanted a first team striker with higher quality. Like the same with Ez. Well, it depends where you want to play him. I think, you know, he will most likely for the majority of the season be on the left, and I'm cool with that because he's a higher quality than all of our other left wingers. So for a first team left winger, for me, he's of the quality. See, my issue wasn't the overall quality. My issue was the players that were playing the first team weren't of the quality that I think we needed to go and win the league. But now you have Gyokeres coming in as first team striker. To me, and this is what I mean, the subjectivity of football, I think that Havertz is a good rotation. I think that Jesus is, don't get me wrong, I want to see Jesus leave, but that's not so much for his quality. That's more for his injury record. So I would rather have someone that's not as injured, so we can probably, you know, do more and set up in different ways for different teams and yada 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 and all of that good stuff. So right now, there's not really a position on the pitch that I look at and I go, I'm not happy with our first team choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I mean. That's subjectivity of football, isn't it? There's probably people that will disagree with me, and that's fine because not everyone believes players are of the same level, in it. So for me, first team, I think we're good. Second string, I think we're good. When you start going to the third string, it starts getting a bit fugazi, but like I can't base how good something is on my third string because how often is my third string gonna play?
No,
Like,
but the second string in all positions, in some positions it's good, and some it's not. And I think at the end of the day, we've relied on Havertz before and not got over the line. This is a year that we have to win major honors. We've relied on Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz before. We didn't win majors. We've relied on flipping Moreno's and players like that. We not got over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the skepticism from my side is it's all good when everything's good, but then when we rely on these players, we don't get over the line. And this is a year that you have to get over the line. So it's something that the managers tried to use these players when others are injured and we've fallen short and won absolutely nothing. So it's not something that's something that I'm just is an opinion. It's a fact. When we have to, if Zubamendi's not, if Zubamendi's out, yeah, you play Moreno there. He's better as a striker than he is as a DM.
oh, you play Norgard. You play Norgard there. If Superman
cool, you play Norgard there. That's a steady Eddie. That's what he is, a steady Eddie. Which is why
but this is subject to be your football because I think that Norgard is a good player.
Yeah, but then with the steady, we've got so many steady Eddies that don't get us over the line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but everybody has steady Eddies.
But the drop off of quality from the first team to the second choice is not as great as it is with us, and that is why we always fall short. Because
that's how it is in
this
football.
fan base look at the team as a starting 11, and then everything else is like, oh, he can do a job, he can do a job, he can do a job. But a lot of the players that they said that can do a job, we've gotten rid of. That's the thing, and some of them we're trying to get rid of. Kivior, they told us, oh, he's a great player, we're getting rid of him. Zinchenko, we're getting rid of him. These are all bit part players. Some of them were first team players like Zinchenko that weren't actually good enough, but the fan base gassed it up. I think to be in a transfer window and not address your problems and just say, okay, but we don't know the problems of the future. You know the problems of the past. And if you don't learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat the past.
But we haven't addressed our problems.
We haven't resolved all our problems. We resolved
the majority of them.
Okay, but we haven't resolved all of them, and we're 6 years deep. That's
but everybody has. But no side. Every team in world football has their own set of problems,
and not every team builds a team after 6 years and still has these many problems without winning major honors with the money and time spent. That's the difference.
Yeah, but the biggest one of the biggest factors
even though they got gaps, they still find a way. Inter Milan spend a quarter of the money that we spend and still are able to win their league and still are able to get to Champions League finals, and they have gaps in the team and they spend less. Other teams get over the line. We continue to buckle on the things that held us back from the previous seasons. Some of the players on the bench are not good enough as rotation. Kivior is not good enough. Martinelli's not good enough. Moreno is not good enough. He is a DM and he's not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Trossard is not good enough. Ethan is young and Skelly is young. You can't just ignore that and say, "Oh, but well, you know."
No, but
oh,
I hear
well,
what you're saying. I hear
Like,
Northside. I hear what
I
you're
don't want to
saying.
repeat the same mistakes from the past, bro. And that is what we're doing. Relying on a lot of these players, we are relying back on the things that made us not be winners. There's a reason. And like you said, you're saying, "Oh, but it's if this was phase one or whatever the case may be, then okay, you have a bit of a point." It's been a long time and a lot of money spent for me to still look around and say there's still 4 or 5 positions that the quality.
Yeah, but
I've never said that the quality has to be world class in every position. This is where what I say gets taken too far. What I'm saying is it shouldn't be the main guy. Let's just say for argument's sake, the main guy can produce a 10 out of 10 performance, and then the other guy that's filling in can do a 5 out of 10. That's too dramatic of a drop for me in quality. And that,
yeah,
and that is
because you've gone from first choice to fourth choice.
it's not fair to, bro. How is it? If Zubamendi gets injured,
No, I'm talking about with the Gabriel. I'm talking about the Kiwior. You've gone from first choice to fourth choice because if Gabriel gets injured, then more than likely what will happen is Saliba will move to left centre back, or Calafiori will move to left centre back, or
Saliba. When he played him
Mosquera. Whenever Mosquera came on during the pre-season, Saliba always moved to left centre back in it. So, and then on top of that, I wouldn't rule out the likes of Mosquera being played left centre back before Kiwior comes on. So you're literally talking about, if you go from Gabriel all the way down to our fourth choice of Kiwior, it looks mad. But there's so many other players to go through before we even get there.
Kiwior's not good enough, hence why we're getting rid of him. Here's my point,
Yeah, but everyone has players that's not good
if one of our centre backs get injured, this Mosquera guy, we're going to see a bit more, but he's not on the same level as Gabriel and Saliba. He's nowhere near that level.
But no one is.
But he's nowhere near it. That's my problem. He's nowhere near it.
But when you say nowhere near, you're making him sound dead.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's nowhere near that level. Neither is Kiwior. If Zubamendi, we saw in pre-season, this is my point.
But look at Liverpool.
Pre-season, we played a double pivot, at times of Moreno and Norgard, or Norgard and Rice. That there is nowhere near as good as Zubamendi and Rice. We got no one to do what Zubamendi done. The same way.
Yeah, Moreno and Norgard is crazy. Yeah, I agree with you. Moreno and Norgard is crazy.
But these are the problems. And then
but that's how often is Moreno and Norgard going to play together, bro?
He doesn't drop Odegaard into the 8, because if you drop Odegaard into the 8, then you got somebody that can create from deep. But he doesn't do that. If you put Skelly in the 8, he can create on the half turn. He can create from deep as well. But
maybe you've got Eze in the 8 now. No, we got Eze.
No. Odegaard has to be relegated to the 8 minimum. I don't ever want to see him in the 10. He ain't the 10. Put either Eze in the 10 or put Dowman or Ethan in the 10. I never want to see Odegaard in the 10 again. He's not a number 10. He don't have the attributes. You're going
to see him in the 10, so
I know, and we're not going to win
anything. But you're going to see him in the 10. But again,
no, I get what you're saying. But this is why we're not going to win anything. Like, this is the problem.
But I guess I understand where you're coming from. But I think something that you're forgetting is, like, if you look at a lot of, even the squads that have won recently, so even if you look at Liverpool, they haven't got the best backup for all positions. They have a lot of positions where the quality drops off. And this is where I say it's on the coach. Like, it comes to a point where coaching has to get you over the line. So that's the actual test. Like, I think, like, the mere fact that you could keep this whole squad that we have right now, but if you chose a different manager, you would probably say they get over the line. So for me, it's no longer a squad issue. It's that, that extra 5%, you get me, from the coach to get us over the line. Do you get me? So my issue is not the squad no more. Like, last season, I didn't give any, like, because you know me, last season, we needed to win something. I said this, but we didn't. But now, like, our coach has, and parts of our fan base have no excuse, because the squad that we have can win things. So now this is where, the subjectivity of football on certain players, cool, coach, get it over the line. Like, there's been times where teams have won one thing. Like, you even gave Inter Milan as an example yourself. Inter Milan don't have quality backup in every position. some of their first team isn't even close to a lot of players in other teams, but they still get over the line. Coaching. The issue is coaching. So that's the part that needs to be proved this season is the coaching element. This squad can 100% win things, no shadow of a doubt. But can the coach do it? That we'll find out.
I agree. I think two things can be true. I completely agree with you in terms of the coach, but this fan base didn't want a tactician. They didn't want a winner. They discarded a winner. So now they got a manager that they're like, yo, get me over the line. And he's never got it over the line. So it's mad. But I also feel like the squad does have holes in it. It does have holes in it. But I agree. A proper manager gets the most out of this team, and a proper manager can win something with this team. I agree with you there. I agree with you, but there are holes in this team. There are holes in this team in terms of quality. But yeah, this ain't the manager to get the most out of those kind of players. It's like nowadays we're getting the most out of defensive players than we are of attacking players, to be fair. The way that
Gyokeres scored 2 goals. So
Timber scored as well. Timber scored 2 goals as well. We got
boy.
Gabriel that sometimes scored from set pieces as well. Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? He's done well now in set pieces as well.
Saka scored as well. Bad boy. That was a bad boy goal, you know.
No, it was a very good goal. It was a very good goal. But up into that goal, I don't think he was playing well, in my opinion.
Neither do I.
But he took the goal well. He took the goal well. But then it was like, okay, now Saka can get some confidence, and then now he's got injured. But this is now. I don't want now him to do to Dowman what he done to Ethan. Do you remember last season when Odegaard got injured and then he started playing like DMs in the number 10 and started playing like Trossard in the number 10 and that? Like, if Saka's out, go play Dowman, innit? There's no excuse. Don't do to Dowman what you did to Ethan last season. You remember it took him ages to play Ethan in the league in the number 10. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're like, yo, play Ethan. How many more times we got to tell you, play Ethan? So I had to
give Arteta a bit of credit because he could have easily taken off Madueke and brought on Martinelli, but he brought on Dowman ahead of Martinelli. So you get me? I have to give it to him.
You know what I mean? Now, big up Yassa, man. Big up Yassa, bro. Big up my G every time, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Today, the performance was a lot better. The players that I wanted to step up have stepped up in this game, but it's Leeds, innit? I'm expecting us to win. Did I expect 5-0? No, I didn't expect 5-0. So I'm happy that in the second half we got Gyokeres scoring some goals. You know what I mean? I'm happy that Zubamendi, Rice picked up the centre backs as well, more confidence and everything. Timber as well. Timber for me, man of the match, bro. I feel like he was excellent again, and he came off against Man United and he played well. Because remember, we were getting cooked by Ben White on that right hand side. So Timber looks like he's getting back to his best, and I'm happy. But I'll take the win. My prediction's still the same. I don't think that we're going to win the league. I don't think we're going to address certain other things. I feel like parts of this fan base are underestimating certain positions if we have injuries. Centre-back position, Zubamendi's role in this team. Nobody else in his team that this manager plays in that position can do that job. I don't see him taking Skelly out of that position. I don't see him playing Odegaard in the 8. And I think that's when our midfield becomes very static. Without Zubamendi and we play the other DMs and we play Rice alongside anybody else, the midfield is hella static. You know what I'm saying? And that for me is a massive problem. Because even though we're talking about quality, I'm talking about quality in certain attributes. Norgard is not going to play it forward. Moreno's not going to play the ball forward. They're not going to create from deep. Do you know what I'm saying? They can win the ball back and then pass it to somebody else. But guess what? Rice can't do that role either, which is why we went and got Zubamendi. So these are the things that I'm looking at. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Going forward, we're relying on kids. For me, it's a massive risk. Massive risk. I'm not saying they shouldn't play or certain games they should start. But playing kids, I think it's a massive risk. And then if anything happens to them, you're back to Trossard and Martinelli that we know ain't good enough. And everybody was happy for us to sell them this window. Sell Trossard, sell Martinelli. We're all happy to let them go. Get them sold. Lookman is there and available. Sell Martinelli, you can buy Lookman. You'll probably still have some change. You know what I'm saying? Go and do that. It's a clear upgrade. These are the things I also want to see. I can praise Berta for getting Eze, Zubamendi, Gyokeres. I can praise you for that. But at the same time, you're supposed to be coming in to get us over the line. We still need more. Unfortunately, Edu put you in this situation and we need more. Do you know what I mean? Skelly gets injured. Kivior, I think, can cover for a little bit, but I've seen Kivior go on a run two seasons ago, win against Liverpool, go on a run, then get found out against Bayern Munich. This guy is not the answer week in, week out. Kivior at left back. He can do a decent job here and there, but we've had players like this before. We've had El Nenes and players like this before. They're not players you can rely on and say, yeah, they're players you can rely on. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the thing, man. This is the thing. It was a good performance today. I think the second half was a lot better. I'm happy that the players are getting a bit more confidence. I'm happy that Arteta used the youngsters and earlier as well. I'll give him props for that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him props for bringing on Dowman in 64th minute. The way he was using Ethan last season, bringing him on with 10 minutes to go of the game. Cool. But we need you to learn faster still. You know what I'm saying? Because we need you to be... This guy should be starting. He should be starting.
Well, truth be told, Northside, yeah. Let's give Arteta a bit of credit as well, yeah, because he could have easily brought on Moreno for Ødegaard instead of Wanyeri. Very easily. Last season, he probably does that.
Yeah. No. That's fair. That's fair. But at the end of the day, that is fair. But at the end of the day, it's obvious stuff, though. We're I'm giving him props for the bare minimum. Do you get me? That's like asking an Uber driver. Do you know what that's the point? Yeah. That's like asking an Uber. That's like me going into ordering an Uber driver and then asking him, like, can you turn the key to start the car? Like, man,
but that's the point,
bro.
No, but that's the point.
Obvious, though. It's obvious.
No, but that's the point, but that's the point, Northside, because he wasn't making those obvious decisions last season. So at least now he's making the obvious decisions.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
You know what I mean? That's the point.
That's how crap he is, though. That we're giving him that's the stuff. It is crazy that after, bro, I can't lie. That it is crazy, bro. That we have to praise him for that, bro. It's it's the most obvious. The number one player after preseason, yeah, like to be introduced to the starting team was Dowman. Everybody knew it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like,
he's the best player.
I feel like I'm giving him props for things that he's getting paid astronomical money for, like 15 M's.
But do you know what he's doing? No, but do you know what he's doing? Do you remember? I said it to you, yeah. Remember when I was like, yeah, you see Messi when Barcelona went, yeah, we're gonna feed Messi the Wagyu beef, and you get me, everybody else is getting the McDonald's. That's what he's doing with Dowman. He's giving him the Wagyu beef. You get me? He's feeding up Dowman. You get me? And this is what we need. You get me? Because he's the best. But you know, mark my words, when this brother hits 21, yeah, he's gonna be in and around winning the Ballon d'Or. But this brother's level of ability is absolutely insane, bro. Like, do you know what? Yeah, cool. The way he won the penalty, that's exactly what a right winger should be doing. Or sorry, any winger should be doing. Getting into the box, being a threat, jinky majink, making it difficult for the defender. Because when you do that, like outcomes like that can happen in it. But for me, one of the best things that I saw from Dowman in this game is he's a 15-year-old that's going shoulder to shoulder with grown men and winning. Do you know how mad that is? At one point in the game, I think it was Gary Neville. He said, "This brother is going into year 11, Northside. Year 11, and he's shoulder barging, going shoulder to shoulder with grown men and winning. This brother is and I don't know, when you see him on the pitch, yeah, he's not like, you wouldn't think he's 15. Because he's not a little man. You get me? Well, truth be told, when I was 15, I wasn't a little man either. But like, you would assume most people when they're 15, they're not gonna have a frame like this. He's tall. Do you know what I mean? He's not like 5'4", 5'5". He's tall. He's got a good low center of gravity. He got good balance. His dribbling is mad. His confidence is crazy. And now he's doing it on a stage that a lot of people that are sometimes even double his age cannot do. And I just feel like people gotta there's gotta be a point where like tribalism goes out the door and you just start respecting the talent. Because at the end of the day, we all love football, innit? And this brother, he's just a pure footballer. That I think this season he's gonna have a big breakout season. Like a big breakout season. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if this summer coming or the next summer, or I say next, I'm saying and every summer from here, you're seeing Barcelona linked with this brother, Real Madrid linked with this brother, PSG linked with this brother, Inter Milan linked, all the big teams across the world linked with this brother. Because look, people in the chat, yeah, they can say, like, people in chats, yeah, and like the armchair people on football, they can say whatever they want, yeah, but inside football, the game of football, the way that people talk about this, bro. Jamie Redknapp was talking about how he saw him when he was 7, 8 years old, and he was like, "Yeah, this brother is an insane talent." And at that point, he was already at Arsenal. Bro, this guy is not a joke. People think it's a joke. Like, people that are saying, "Oh, Hooks is overhyping his brother, ready, ready, rare," all of that stuff. Yeah, like they're the same people that would have blocked him out from starting as early as he did at Barcelona, blocked Messi from starting as early as he did at Barcelona. Like, I'm not saying he's them brothers now, but that's the trajectory. Like, that's the that's the talent, that's the level of footballing ability that he has. That cool. Now we must support, as Arsenal as an institution must do everything that they can to support this brother to try and get him to that level. Because most like he's different, bro. We was wait when he came on. I think we was already winning the game 4-0. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we was winning the game already 4-0 when he came on. Only when he came on was when I was jumping out of my seat whenever somebody did something. He gets you out your seat.
I think this comment is how most of us feel. We are staying steady. We're saying steady the hype, and let's see as time goes on. We're not saying he's whack. That's literally it.
Yeah,
Like, I
nah,
think the
but
ability is there.
Bunnel that steady the hype, bro. Because like you get me, you gotta hype up your talents. Bunnel that, like, look,
You got to
like,
get the best out of the talent. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Bunnel
Because
this,
there's a lot of players that have talent, and for various reasons, they don't reach that talent. You know what I mean? There's a
like
lot of
him,
talented
not like
players.
him, not like Dowman,
There's been a lot of talented players, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
like
It's the
Dowman.
development. It's the development around that player as well, whether they're going to reach that talent or not. One
I
is
know,
game time. Players need the right game time to develop. They need the right opportunities to develop. They need the right manager to actually play them in the right position.
wait.
They also need to be focused to develop talent, bro. For example, yeah.
I know, side. This ain't
Example,
this ain't this ain't Charlie Patino, bro.
Ravel Morrison was more on himself in it. He was supposed to be one of the
Yeah,
greatest talent
baller.
growing up with Pogba and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But
baller.
we've seen players that don't get the game time and they don't develop to the player that they could have become. Because when you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you need the platform to be able to hit your potential. Even Palmer, he needed that platform that Chelsea gave him to hit the potential, which he didn't feel like he was going to get at City, so he moved. And he gave that. We're still yet to see if this manager is going to give Dowman the potential. Because I felt like he held back Ethan's growth last season. I felt like Ethan could have become a much better player starting this season had he played the minutes that he deserved, especially when Odegaard was injured. And especially off the back of very good performances. Gone. And then
I was just gonna say just quickly. I'm gonna quickly do something, then jump on from my computer in it because I'm currently on my phone in it.
Yeah.
So give me like 5 minutes and then I'll jump back in it. But yeah, big up everyone and I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Love, bro. Love. Guru, what you saying, man?
Look, I mean, great victory, I guess, 5-0. First half, 2-0. Wasn't impressed, to be honest with you. Because we kind of seem to be playing the same old sideways thing. But few players stood out to me, but overall, it wasn't that good of a performance, to be honest with you. Because you're not going to be able to do that against Liverpool and the bigger teams. And sure, if your plan is to stink out a win, like we did against United, it's not going to work every time, So I was looking at this game as the game where we try something new, perhaps. Like make the riskier passes. And then someone brought it up to me that maybe we're not making the riskier passes because some of our players had major injuries last season, right?
Mm.
Maybe they don't want to overextend themselves in that. And then besides playing reserve football, we still got 2 players injured. So don't really see the point of that comment. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I get it.
I-
Once again, we got another injury to another another team starter. We got Ben White out now. Havertz, some people want him to start, but he's injured. Obviously, Odegaard and Saka, bro. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good in terms
No,
of
look,
injury.
I'm happy that we won 5-0, right? But
Mm.
now people saying that like, yo, you should just be happy that you won 5-0. 6 goals, 2 games, 6 points. I understand. Yes. Happy. But to be honest with you, I've been this happy in the past under this manager, but it has not leaded to trophies, and that's basically why we follow the fucking sport, right? And that's what sport's all about. It's about winning trophies. And
Do you
I'll
know
be
what it is?
honest with
Yeah?
you.
Do you know what it is? What you're saying, yeah. These are not the games that we get proven wrong about Arteta. Where he can prove us wrong is knockout competitions, the end of the season when things are on the line and there's pressure, and we're going up against teams that are better, as good as us or better than us. Those are now the times where we judge this manager. That's where we get proven wrong. Whether being Arteta out is wrong because he's able to then go over the line. It's not going up against Leeds where you can play your football and you can express yourself and you can Odegaard can get a load of chances and the passes are going sideways and Calafiori passing the ball out of play and Madueke not setting up Gyokeres properly and delaying the pass when we're on the counter attack. How does this manager react in the cup games, in the Champions League, and at the crunch of the season? When it's the most important time of the season where you must get 3 points. That is the point now where we're at with this manager. We've been at this point with this manager, to be honest, years ago. But we're at the point with this manager that you can't, there's nothing to convince us anything about this manager beating Leeds and beating these kind of teams that we're supposed to beat. We want to see when the system doesn't work, what's plan B? When we're getting nullified, what's plan B? We want to see the right lineup, because even when you look at the lineup today, maybe because he's playing Leeds, but I don't want to see Madueke starting. I don't want to see Martinelli starting. The first 2 games, I'm seeing Martinelli and Madueke starting. That's not the lineup we want to see. Do you know what I mean? We've been saying Odegaard should be dropped. So you're only correcting something that we've been telling you isn't the right thing to do. Do not start with Odegaard and do not play him in the number 10. It's okay. You'll get away with it when it's Leeds. You're going to get away with it against Liverpool next week? We'll see.
I mean, hopefully Odegaard, not to wish injury on anyone, but hopefully Eze starts next week, But then again, the manager could make the excuse, oh, he hasn't trained enough with us. I don't know, man. The guy's been playing in the Premier League for so long. I guarantee you he watches Arsenal games. He knows how you guys play. It's like, it just slot him in. It's not hard.
No, I hear it, man.
But my main thing is like, sure, people want me to give this guy props. All right. We gave him props when he won against Real Madrid, did we not? We held our hands up. We were like, all right, man, I didn't know you were capable of this. Although it was, a couple of Declan Rice free kicks and that, but fine, whatever. We held our hands up. We were like, all right, man, I didn't think he could do this. But then when it came to crunch time, he could not deliver. And that's what you were saying, right? And that's why, like, I get the 5-0s. Like, I should be happy, right? And I am. But I'm thinking about the bigger picture. And I can't see it. Can't see it with this guy. Because another manager with these same players would be playing completely different football. And I don't know what pundit it was last week. He said something like, when City and Liverpool are up 1-0, 2-0, they're not thinking, let's just sit back, chill out. They're going for the throat, man. They're like, kill this game. We don't care if we concede. This manager is so obsessed with not conceding goals and like just defending that first of all, he's running the players into the ground because everyone's constantly running back and forth, trying to defend and stuff. If we've got the best defense in the league, as people say, and we've got the best CDM partnership as well now, right? Apparently. So then why is this manager so concerned about getting hit on the counter? I don't get it. Man City get it done all the time. Even when they won the 4P, they used to concede goals. It doesn't matter if you concede goals. It's if you can outscore them. That's all that matters. That's what he needs to drill into this team. Just score more goals. That's all. Maybe take some risks. Like the amount of time today I saw there were like 2 or 3 open players and like perfect balls they could have made to Gyokeres. Like the players are capable of this, I know this. But they didn't. They're just recycling it back to the center backs. What sense does that make? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Guys, just try the pass. It's Leeds. What are they going to do? They'll get stuck in the midfield anyway. Like, just try and make the pass. This is the perfect game for you to try this stuff out. But the manager might get pissed, guys. So, I can't be doing this. Crazy.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. Macy, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, big up Northside. Good win today, but we need to talk about some cracks, like errors that could have led to us conceding. Did you see Leeds' first attempt on target? If it wasn't for David Raya, we wouldn't have went behind, but he kept up. He absolutely kept I think it was Pyro who took the shot, and Raya made the save, and that was our first warning shot. That's why I don't get too. I do get a bit nervous when the opposition they start to come forward and create a danger for us, and that's why in our game against Liverpool we need to stop playing this kind of U-shaped football that could lead us to concede a goal, because next week at Anfield is going to be tricky. But today we got the job done. That was a good performance. But Martin Odegaard, yet again, stinker. I don't know why this manager continues to pick his captain. And now we know that he's injured. This is good for us because now this is the time for Ebarachi Eze to make an impact. Maybe next week against Liverpool he might. But this is the time for the captain to not play a game until he's fully recovered. But the bad news is that it looks like Starboy could miss the Liverpool game, which is a big blow for us. And I told every single one of these clowns, we should not play Saka until the end of the season. But what did this manager do? He brought Saka on and scored that goal against Fulham. And listen, I know Saka's been our decent player, but all I'm saying, we shouldn't rush him back so quickly, because if we do, he's going to get knackered and he will be in the same predicament that Michael Owen and Wayne Rooney were when they were finished. Because the best of Michael Owen was when he went to Real Madrid, and the best of Wayne Rooney was when he went to Manchester United. But by the time they were done, their careers were over. So I do not want that to happen to Saka. But all in all, I was proud with the performance. Yuri Timber and Victor Gyokeres, 2 goals together. I was very proud of both of them. I'm happy that now, Timber is now getting involved in the corners. And Victor Gyokeres today, absolutely brilliant performance from him. He absolutely rang the show, and that is why he should be starting the whole game, and each game at a time until the German giraffe is ready. But we all know that this manager favors 29 over Gyokeres. But now that Kai Havertz is out, we don't know whether or not he will be out for. Now is the time for Gyokeres to show the world what he's made of. And listen,
here's the thing though, Macy.
Yeah,
Havertz was fit for the United game. He didn't start him, so
Yeah, but my point is, Guru, my point is that Kai Havertz has been stinking out the place for the whole entire period of the season started. But now that we have a top quality striker in Gyokeres, we look all right. So I'm happy that Gyokeres got 2 goals today. And the assist from Noni Madueke for one of the goals, absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm not going to give Madueke too much praise. I still think he's not a good player, but today he absolutely rang the left hand side, and Calafiori as well. I've been a big Calafiori hater since the day he arrived at this football club, but today he played very well. He crossed. I think he provided one of the crosses for Gyokeres' goal. So,
Yeah.
absolute brilliant performance from Calafiori, and I know our fan base will start saying, "Oh, where's your apologies now? The wild horse, the wild horse has been unleashed." Like, let's not get it twisted. This is only his first good game, but let's see how he keeps it up. But we all know he's not a left back. He's a defender. But we absolutely put Leeds out of their misery. And listen, big respect to Leeds. They did give it a try, but we absolutely took them apart piece by piece. And now next week is the challenge of all challenges. We need to go to Anfield 100% ready to take on Liverpool. And we all know Liverpool are the Titans, the Godzillas of the Premier League. But now we need to start acting serious if we want to challenge for a title. And we might not win the Premier League, but we need to show that we can do this. But let's not get carried away. I know that this manager ain't good enough to win us something, but now we need to start showing the world that we have what it takes to compete with the elitist of all clubs.
Look, my problem with Calafiori is not him going forward. He's great going forward. I've always said this. But I got a dossier full of shit he does when he's defending. That's the problem. So if we face a team like Liverpool, that's when he's going to fuck up. If you catch my drift. All right? Going forward, he's fine. Great. Defending. What is he again? A left back? What is that in defense? Yeah, no, that's where he's not good.
He defended well against United. Defended well today.
I don't know. He got cooked a couple times.
Yeah, he did.
But we're we're cooking we're cooking. That's like cooking Zubamendi for losing the ball sometimes. Like all footballers.
Yeah, I know that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't our worst player against United, so can't say too much about that.
Do you know what, yeah? Sorry, bro, man. I don't know your name.
Guru.
No, I know.
No, he knows me, bro.
Macy.
All right, cool, Macy.
Yeah.
Macy said something along the lines of Liverpool being the Titans of the Premier League, yeah. Obviously, quickly as well, Northside, by the way, rate the JVC thing. You inspired me to go put my JVC top on as well. But righty on the back, hashtag let it all work out. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to comprehend, yeah. I'm in the Lions' den right now. Yeah. I'm in the Lions' den right now, yeah. I'm like, you know the Romans where they have man come in and they gotta fight the lions and that. So I am right now, yes. I need you to listen very carefully, yeah. Very, very, very carefully, yeah. We are currently the Titans in the Premier League, yeah.
Huh? What? How can you say that? Look, are you serious? Answer my question. The reason I'm saying Liverpool are the Titans is because they are the favorites because they take every single game serious.
Whoa.
We do.
What did he say?
I Macy, whoa, Macy, whoa.
Right, just carry on, Hooks.
Macy,
let him finish. Go on, Hooks. Start from we are the Titans of the Premier League.
Whoa. Macy, yeah. I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying, yeah. And I hear what a lot of people say. Liverpool won the league last season, yada yada yada, all of that good stuff. I hear it. You know, I just don't transcribe to that because, you know, even though the new Doctor Who is black, I don't jump in the TARDIS. You get what I'm saying? I'm dealing with what I see now, squad, performance, and what has actually happened. Yeah. So I need people to understand this, yeah, because I want to say this very clearly. Yeah. Arsenal are currently the favorites for the Premier League, yeah. And I say this as an Arsenal fan who this is the first time that I can recall since Thierry Henry left Arsenal that in one transfer window we addressed all the gaps in the squad. This is the one transfer window where if the transfer window was to close today, I can't say with hand on my heart, yeah, swear on the Bible, whatever it is, that we didn't feel all the there's still things left for us to do. Obviously, people can nitpick and say we haven't gone out and got that superstar left winger, but I think that Eze can be that superstar left winger in it. So this is where the subjectivity of football comes in. We've covered left wing, we've covered striker, we've covered the midfield, we've covered the backup for Saliba, we've covered the backup goalkeeper. Like we've actually addressed all areas in the squad. So now, as an Arsenal fan who acknowledges that, I will now stand on business. I'll stand on business. You get me? I can now come out with chest. Yeah, with chest. I can come out now with chest. Yeah. And you get me? Holding myself fully accountable for what I'm saying. For me now, and this only changes if Liverpool go and sign Isak. In my opinion, we're favourites for the league. We'll win the title. I'm making myself accountable. I'm standing on business. I'm whatever gunshots will come towards me. I'm willing to deflect, get me, pull out the lightsaber, Jedi settings, Luke Skywalker, all of that. Ping, 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 ping. I'm willing, yeah. Because Guru, you know me, yeah. Guru, you know.
Yeah. No, for sure.
We're in a group chat, yeah. I think this is an honest assessment, yeah. I haven't said anything too mad this summer.
Not recently.
I haven't said anything too mad. But now because Northside, you know me, I like to stick to my word, yeah. I said if Arsenal sign Eze on top of signing Gyokeres, I've already said this, then I'm making us favourites for the league. I've said that already. So now that scenario has come true, I now have to stick to my word. And that's what I'm doing. And I don't care what anyone says. How about that? I don't care what anyone says. I don't give two shits.
Look, I just got a question for you though, dude. So you're basing this on just like current squads, yeah?
Yeah, current squad.
Because like, what if Liverpool, like, look, they lost Luis Diaz. They clearly need a Jota replacement still, right? Because Nunez left, so they got Ekitike, but they still got to fill that void. Let's say they go out and get Gehi, because Kanate, I don't know, he's looking like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
So they get Gehi,
Isak,
and Rodrigo. Would you change your mind?
Yeah. At that point, I would be like, okay, Liverpool now have a stronger squad than us.
All right. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Which I think, like, don't get me wrong, like, I think that's not a mad thing to say. I think I'm being very, very calm and collected. Do you get me? Because I could have said.
I think it's your choice of words. I think if you say we get a clinical striker, I expect this manager to get over the line. I think that's completely understandable because of the time and the money spent. You're saying, okay, you built this team now. You've got your striker now. No excuse. Go out there and win. For you to say that we're favourites, I think is a different conversation because favourites, you have to take into consideration the level of manager, the level of squad. It's not only just the squad, it's also what's within that squad. Liverpool got winners. Man City even got winners, even though I got Liverpool.
But Man City just got thumped up by Tottenham.
I don't have them to be the favourites. My point is they've got experienced players. They've went out there and spent big money on some big players, but they've added to a winning already squad. Do you know what I'm saying? They've gone out there and got players, and they're looking like they're going to do more business that would walk into our team. I feel like it's not just about quality of players, but it's also about players that have the experience of getting over the line, players that have the experience of winning trophies, a manager that knows how to get over the line, a manager that can deal with the pressure, a manager that knows how to win must-win games. All of that needs to be considered when you're talking about another club in comparison to ours getting over the line. We lack so many attributes as a club. We don't have any certified winners of winning major honors at this club and being pivotal. We don't have world-class players at this squad. We don't have world-class players. We've got players that are very good, players that could break into becoming world-class, but currently they're not world-class currently. But one or two could be world-class. Yes. We don't have the experience. We don't have the manager. And we don't even have the fan base. Let's just be real.
Whoa.
We don't have the fan base. What I mean by the fan base, we don't have a fan base that holds the club accountable when we don't win. Last season, the whole fan base said, we must win the major honor. That's the same fan base now that all of a sudden, all of that swept under the rug. We have a fan base that moved the goalpost throughout the window. We have a fan base that set a standard at the start of the season, and then they backtrack at the end of the season when we don't win anything. And then say, we'll go again. This is a fan base as a whole. The fan base don't stand on job. This fan base have been calling for a major honor for the last 2 years and still saying, Arteta's doing an amazing job. This fan base were behind Edu and the business and saying it's a youth project. And now a lot of them don't want to be starting some of the youngsters. This is a fan base that said that the bench ain't good enough and we haven't addressed certain qualities in the bench. And now all of a sudden they got kept because we beat Leeds. I'm sorry, yeah.
And
the reality is, we are not favorites. We're not favorites for numerous reasons. We are not favorites because if one of our centre backs get injured, we're down to Kivior and Mascara. Massive risk, and they're not even under the same level.
Injured, they're down
but the thing is, they have a manager that gets over the line, like you said earlier on. They got a manager that figures it out. This manager figures it out.
When
Arteta figures it out, Hooks. Let's keep it real. The reality is, you question this manager and I question this manager because he makes adjustments after we bottle every competition.
But let's not.
This guy's now bringing on Ethan. When he had all season to bring on Ethan a lot earlier in a lot of games that he was impacting games within 10-15 minutes. It's taken him to bottle everything last season to now address it this season. That's my problem. This manager learns slow. He's still not putting out completely the right lineup. His lineups are still not the lineups that I want to see completely. Some players, yes, some players, no. I don't want to see Martinelli starting. I don't want to see Madueke starting. They don't deserve to start. Odegaard should not be starting. These are things that I say that this manager is too slow at addressing. Yeah, too slow. Then you look at the way that we play, the lineup, the substitutions. Too many like-for-like substitutions. Too many times he plays substitutions that don't change the game. Again, i.e. Man United, don't change the game. The one substitution that impacted that game was a defensive player, Timber, that came off the bench and did better than Ben White. This manager learns too slow and he's limited. And the problem is this, you're saying about that's why when you say we're the favorites based on, I don't understand how we're the favorites. I understand your expectations.
I think we got a strong squad.
No,
I think hence why I said Northside. I think because this is my statement. I'm not saying it as if it's fact.
I know, and that's why I'm just saying why I'm
expressing my opinion. I think we have the strongest squad. I think if you look at throughout our whole squad, we have a good first team, so a good starter in the 11, and then I think we also have good backup. In some positions, we even have good backup going to the third and fourth string person that comes on. For example, right wing, I think Saka, amazing. And then you got Madueke, in my opinion, he's decent. You get me? You got
he's decent. That's the point.
No, but he's decent. He's decent. He's because I'm not. Do you know what it is?
Such a step down below Saka.
Wait. But hear me out. Because I'm not doing the. Because I'm proving to you guys that I'm not a top gooner. Because you guys like to call me top gooner. I'm proving that.
No, bro, I know you're not. You're just hooked.
I'm not doing the. I'm not doing the.
You're in a whole different section.
Yeah, I'm not doing the Madueke. He's at my club now, so I'm gonna say that he's good. Yeah. But then Dowman. Amazing. No one in the Premier League has a better backup right winger than Max Dowman. I don't care what anyone says. And then at a stretch, Ethan Nwaneri. I think that is 4 players that is more than good enough to fulfill right wing at Arsenal. Yeah. Now we go to the left wing. You got Eze. Then you got Madueke, who again I think is decent on the left wing. Then you got. We don't need to go any further than that because Trossard and Martinelli is garbage.
We don't address that one. We don't address that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but at least Trossard. At least with Trossard, he's an experienced player. So at the very least, Arteta could go to him. I need you to come on and do this specific thing, and he has the experience of playing in the Premier League and football. He's at 31 now. He can do it. He can do it.
These man said this about Jorginho.
Yeah, but he can do it. Like not like by the time Trossard has touched the pitch, I'm already winning the game. So you get me. So it is, and I'm not ruling out Arsenal going and getting another left winger.
Bro,
So,
hold up though. I've heard way too much of this. Oh, both Trossard and Martinelli are bad.
Yeah,
I understand Martinelli, bro. Have you guys seen the stats of how many games Trossard has won for us off the bench?
I don't.
You don't care about that because winning games doesn't matter.
Let me continue.
Because winning games doesn't matter. Bringing him.
Now, Guru, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? For when it comes to Trossard, for me, it's a personal thing. I am fully aware that he gets good stats. I'm fully aware his goal to game, his goal to minutes played, all of that is good. He's still arguably probably actually. I don't even think it's a wild statement. He's probably top 3 finisher in terms of.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably top 3 finisher. I hear all that, but you just haven't done good enough for like in games.
No, okay, bro. I agree with that. It's just for me.
I agree. I hear what you're saying.
For me, I would rather sell Martinelli for 80 million to Saudi than offload Trossard for 15. When I don't know, like maybe 10, 15 games in a season, he can come off. He can come on for like the 80th minute. I don't know, score me a couple goals and win us the game. Like I'm fine with that, dude. That's what squad players are about. That's what like the third squad player is about.
I want Hook to finish his. We've got very good backup. Midfield now, Hooks. Midfield.
80 million. I would sell him for £80 just to make it clear. But I hear your thing. So
midfield now.
Midfield. So in the 10, I've got the guard. I've got Eze. I've got Wanyeri. I've got Dowman. Like I think you have to go pretty far and wide to find better 10 back rotation than that in the Premier League.
Yeah,
I think we can agree there. We can agree there because you tried.
I don't know. Marmoush, Shirky, Randers, and Bernardo Silva. I think those 4 are better.
Reinders is a 10. I don't know.
I mean, he can play there though.
Reinders is a 10. I don't know. I hear it because all of them man that you're mentioning, they did wavy today against Tottenham. So, in the left 8, we got Declan Rice. We got I don't know. Are we saying we play double pivot? I don't know. At this point, I don't know because when
we do play double pivot, but yeah, the number 8 and the number 6 gone.
Because when Wanyeri came on, it looked more like Zubamendi at the base, and then Wanyeri and like Rice a bit more pushed up.
What cover have we got for the number 6? What cover have we got for the number 8?
We got Rice. Yeah. We got Marino. We got Erdegaard. We got Eze. What? What am I going mad? We got Rice, Marino, Erdegaard, and we got Eze.
No, yeah, as soon as you said Marino, I'm done, dude.
No,
that's
right.
right.
I hear. Okay, but look, continue. But look, this is what you're not understanding. Yeah, like every single team in the world does not have 4 world-class players in every.
No, team. I get that. It's just Marino. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I don't know how many times I can say to this guy. I never said that we need world-class players in every single position. What we're talking about is the drop-off of level, and the drop-off of level from Declan Rice to Moreno in the DM position is horrendous.
No, not DM, in the 8. I'm not talking about DM.
He's still shit in the 8.
Hey, but But hey, I'm just saying, I'm not talking about DM. I'm talking about the 8. I'm just saying that because you're very conveniently ignoring Erdegaard and Eze.
Moreno is totally shit as a midfielder.
You're very conveniently ignoring Eze and Erdegaard, so it's fine.
Eze is a 10.
He can play the left 8 as well. Well, the way that we play our left 8, because our left 8 to a degree.
Okay, pick a position because you can only play one position at a time. So when he's playing one position,
but you can only play
left cover in the other area because you can't play the 8 and the 10.
Wait, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
Bro, if he's playing as a 10, then we've got Ethan, then we've got flipping Dowman, then we've got Odegaard to cover in the 10. Yeah? Who is going to be the player?
Sorry, not bad. You know that Eze can play multiple positions. I'm not even going to entertain that one. I'm not going to entertain that one.
He's hybrid like Arteta.
He knows what he's doing. I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're doing a hybrid thing. Okay, continue hybrid thing because they got us over the line before.
Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Norgard.
Declan Rice can't do what Zubimendi does.
No, but he can play in the 6.
But he can't offer the same attributes.
But again, Northside, you like me didn't start watching football in the internet era. Not every 6 that plays in the 6th position are on the half turn. A 6 is only good if they can receive the ball on the half turn. Like different people have different abilities.
What has our midfield looked like without Zubimendi? Now that we got rid of Partey, when we didn't play Zubimendi, what did our midfield look like? Was it great? Was you impressed?
It was very combative. It was a more combative midfield.
I was combative, which means static. Weren't creating anything. There was no creativity through the middle. They weren't being able to transition the way we did with Partey or with Zubimendi.
Yeah, but look at the drop off.
We don't have anyone that can do.
No, but look at Man City. Look at the drop off from.
I'm talking about Arsenal. I ain't talking about Man City.
But
what they got to do with my squad?
You have to do my squad. The way you judge if players are good is if you do comparative analysis.
No, I judge players based on what I see from them, and I can see certain
comparative analysis. You have to do it through comparative analysis. So if you look at the drop off from Rodri to Nico Gonzalez, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. No, that guy's a bum.
What we do, it's not like this is my problem. It's not just Arsenal that have different grades of players once you start going down the pecking order. It
is Arsenal that have been with players that you're telling us to do a job and can play versatility and that have not been able to win a major honor in 21 years.
Okay.
That's my problem.
That's all well and good. Yeah, but this is not just a football thing. This is a thing across all team sport. Like
but not all teams not all teams have a process like this and don't win major honors.
But the process that you man say process more than Arteta. So I don't care about
you dare ever say anything about this squad? I'm not hearing it.
Hey, you don't have to hear it because at the moment, I already came to the Lions Den and made my statement, bro. And I already said you can hold me accountable. I hold myself accountable, bro.
We must.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we must. Yeah. Because I already know North side. He's been writing down timers in whatever notepad he's got, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna see me here. Hooks. We're winning the league. Like, you get me? That's what I'm gonna see, and then I'm gonna have Bearman chef me up in the comments. But I don't give a shit because I am an Arsenal fan. Yeah, hold that. So then we go to right back. Yeah, we got Timber, we got Ben White, we got Mosquera. Yeah, we go to right centre back. We got Saliba, we got Mosquera, we got Ben White, we got Timber. You go to left centre back. We got Gabriel, we got Saliba, we got Mosquera, we got Calafiori, we got Kiwior. You go to left.
You can include Saliba in that, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you can because Saliba at times when Gabriel's been out, Saliba has gone to left centre. Saliba's played left centre back for France. So if I can't count Saliba at left centre back, then maybe Didier Deschamps has gone mad as well. The guy that's won the Euros or World Cup, whatever it is, maybe he's gone mad as well. Left back, we got Calafiori, we got Miles Lewis Skelly, and because he's currently still here at the club, we have Zinchenko. Not saying that I want him, but he's still at the club, so he's an option. And at a stretch, we got Kiwior. Now, the final place that I didn't do this from the start is the striker. We got Gyokeres, we got Havertz, we got Moreno, and we got Gabriel Jesus. And we even got Martinelli. How about that? Because you said you could play Martinelli.
And Trossard.
And Trossard. So everywhere around the pitch, I have multiple players that, yes, if you go from number 1 who is up here, and you go all the way down to the bottom of the pecking order, there's a big gap. But that is consistent across every single fucking team in world football, bro.
But here's the thing, Hooks. I agree with you. Like, yes, squad depth has gotten better from last season. According to me, it's still not good enough, but I understand your point, right? But here's the thing. If we get about 3 injuries to key players, our fall off is greater than City or Liverpool. That's my personal opinion.
Oh, wait. It depends on which 3 players from each team. Okay, so let me ask you this, yeah? Who's worse off, yeah? So Arsenal lose Saka, Arsenal lose Erdegaard, Arsenal lose Gyokeres, yeah? Liverpool lose Salah, Liverpool lose Ekatike, Liverpool lose Wirtz. Man City lose Haaland, Man City lose... Who's even right wing for them now?
Oscar Bob.
Well, he played today. I don't even know who their consistent right winger is. Do you know what? Let's say for City, they lose Reinders, Cherky, and Haaland. Who's worse off?
Us. Because our manager is not well equipped to deal with that kind of thing. Because he plays in the same type of narrow-minded football where he cannot adapt to these kind of injuries. It's just what I'm...
Wait. So sorry. Because for me personally, in terms of drop off from that 3 to what they will bring in, Liverpool is by far the worst off. Because who's playing instead of Ekatike, Salah, and Wirtz?
I guess they haven't sold Harvey Elliott yet, so probably him.
Right wing, Harvey Elliott.
I mean, I guess where else would you pay him?
Okay, so
they have Frimpong they can use.
Frimpong right. So you're saying Frimpong right wing?
Yeah.
And Connor Bradley, yeah, I guess right back.
So do we want to have the discussion about drop off from Salah?
No, but here's the thing, folks. The way they play football is way different to the way we play football.
Pardon?
Like as a team, as
wait.
as how they're managed. So
wait.
Regardless of them having a couple players out, the football isn't affected as much as it is for us because a couple key players are so pivotal for us.
Who plays up front? Ekatike is out.
Ekatike is out. I don't know, man.
Well, that's why they're trying to go in for Isak, isn't it?
Yeah, but they haven't got there yet. We can't talk about the not here. So who goes in for Ekatike?
Yeah, I know. If they're short, bro. If they're short, that's why they're going in for Isak because they're short. No one's not said that. But it's very simple. If they're short, then they're short, isn't it? What's the argument? My argument is there's still certain positions that the drop off of level is nowhere near the starter. That's it. And that's a fact. And we're going to see that this season. And then I'm going to say, I told you so again. Because at the end of the day, if Zubimendi's out, I do think there's players that could play in certain positions. But this manager doesn't do that because he doesn't want to do that. He always wants to play with 2 defensive midfielders. So he's not going to introduce Skelly into that midfield, to play the 8. He's not going to drop Odegaard to play the 8. He's not going to do that because the times of when he just plays all out attacking and he sorts out the team to be properly attacking. He ain't going to do that no more. But like I said, centre back, the level is dropped off. Anybody that can do Zubimendi's role, we don't have it. That can defend the same and create from deep, we don't have that. We've got one player, just the same position that we was in when we only had Partey. When you look at the wingers, yeah, we got the youngsters, but we got nobody that's gonna week in, week out, gonna perform, nailed on, get to the crunch end of the season, gonna perform. Like Dowman's talented, Ethan's talented. Ethan today, there was a couple of things that weren't perfect about his game. The same as Dowman. They're players that are learning their trade. And then behind them are 2 wingers that we're trying to get rid of. I'm not convinced by that kind of backup. I'm not. I'm done with Martinelli. I'm done with Trossard. Like these 2 are not good enough to get us to where we need to get to. The way I'm judging this team is, are they good enough to win Champions League? Are they good enough to win the Premier League? The main problem with this squad, the biggest signing we could have made is an actual winner of a manager. That's the biggest signing we could have had. I'm not saying the team ain't good enough to win something. They are, but we don't have the manager. And I think our strike force as well ain't that great, bro. After Gyokeres, it's like the rest of them, I don't rate any of them. Like 14 goals a season. I'm sorry, I don't. It's not the type of striker that I want as a backup. But Havertz, I don't want as a backup. Jesus, injury prone, don't want him as a backup.
14 goals as a backup striker is a good amount of goals.
I don't like Havertz and I don't like Jesus.
Me
I
neither.
don't like either of them. I don't. So I'm just keeping it real. I don't.
They're rejects.
Right, 14 goals
I don't rate them,
as a backup striker. If you come off the bench, that's fine. But 14 goals in your prime season, where you were starting striker, is not good enough.
But he's not a striker.
To be a backup striker.
He's not a striker, so it's like.
I mean, right? So it's just a circle. It's just a circle of average.
No. But what I'm saying is if so, you see Havertz's last 2 seasons. I think he scored 15 in his first, 14 in his second, something like that. So if that is complemented with a striker that scores, i.e. a Gyokeres that scores 25 to 30 goals, it's not an issue. It's only an issue because he was our main striker.
I don't like Havertz. I don't like him.
But that's fine. It's like I said, subjectivity of football. I don't really care.
I don't rate him. Personally, I don't rate him. I'd much rather go and have a Mateta on the bench. I rate Mateta. I think he's a lot better than Havertz as a striker. Yeah. I think he's got better attributes, and yeah, man, I just think he's a better striker. So I'd much rather have that. But like I said, like you can't have a squad like this and not win anything. This squad is good enough to win something. Like there's absolutely no excuse. But for me, Arteta's at a point that winning something to me, he still should get sacked because this is 6 years deep. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like winning something. Like if he won me a FA Cup, I'd sack him. If he won me a Carabao Cup, sack him. Like, I'm not hearing any of those trophies.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
It's only majors for me.
Yeah, it's only majors for me. Well, the FA Cup's a major, but
I'll take the trophy. I'll celebrate it. Yeah. People see me celebrating.
We'll be leaning up in N5. Yeah, we'll be leaning up in N5, but
yeah,
only the internet majors we're counting.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like to keep your job. That's it. Like you know what I mean.
But that's only because it's too late now, isn't it?
It's too late to be.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late to be building up the winning mentality. You have to go and win the internet major, and then maybe the season after that you can go cool. We win an FA, maybe the cup double, and then it's like okay, cool, because the season before you won the Premier League. So, and I'm getting more.
There's no credit in the bank. There hasn't been for 5 years now.
But do you know? I actually have a question. Yeah, at what point, in the season, do you evaluate or reevaluate your prediction of who finishes where in the season?
I'll say past Christmas.
I would say that too.
Me too. Yeah.
After Boxing Day, yeah.
Yeah. So, then I start thinking, okay, because that's always a hard period, like to get through in football, the Christmas period. After that, the way teams handle it and what points and how they win, like it's not just about obviously it's about the points, but it's also the manner that you're playing in it. But you can see when teams are kind of winging it or when they're kind of getting away with it. But you're like, I'm not very convinced about the way you're playing, or I'm not convinced about, you know what I mean? It's been shaky performances, but you're stinking out performances. The team looking like they're running out of steam, or there's certain injuries. Yeah, past Christmas, I'll look in. I'll be like, you know what? All right, cool. Let me see. But like, yeah, that's for me, innit?
So just out of curiosity, yeah. So we have a very difficult first 6 games, which I think is season defining. Manchester United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest at home. I think
Newcastle.
Is it Man City first or Newcastle? I don't know.
It's Man City, yeah. It's Man City and then Newcastle.
City at home and then Newcastle away.
Yeah.
If we win all of those games, what will your view on Arsenal be? I don't mean in the sense of like winning the league or anything like that, but that to me is a season defining first set of 6 games. Like not only because of the level of team that we're playing, but the fact that if we win all those games, we're also taking points away from outside of Chelsea, our main rivals for the title.
You want me to speak from the heart or the brain? Because from the heart, it's always we're going to win the league. You know what I mean? And then this interferes, then it's like realistically, there's no chance. But if we win all those games, I don't know, I'd give us a 30-35% chance. Because right now
I
it's at
feel like
about,
there's two,
I don't
there's
know,
two
man.
versions of Arsenal, bro. I'll be real with you, Guru. There's two versions of Arsenal. There's an Arsenal with pressure and an Arsenal with no pressure.
Yeah,
And I
true.
feel like there's
That's also true.
that's this is the thing that I don't like about this manager. Wherever the pressure's on, we don't even do the basics right. We start losing ourselves as soon as the tactics get drawn out. Like I feel like for me, I can't look at it and say, "Oh, we beat Liverpool and it's season defining." It's not season defining. Our season's always defined when we got pressure on. Like we've got through like Christmas period, be 8 points clear, yeah, and then when the season's like the pressure's really on, dropping points to like Nottingham Forest and teams like that. So it's like every time it's the pressure, bro. Like there's something to do with the pressure. This manager, and he can't hack it, bro. Man starts over evaluating things, start doing nonsense, starts looking clueless. As soon as this guy gets figured out, yeah, he just looks like he's lost, bro. Like tactically lost. Can't change formation, can't change systems, can't bring in players to impact the game like for like substitutions. That is my biggest gripe with this manager, bro. It's not like I've never said Arteta can't beat teams. That we've been being able to beat the top 6 teams. We've been able to beat, you know what I mean? But we drop points to mid-table teams. We start losing ourselves when the pressure's on. That's when I look at this guy and I'll be like, yo, this is where you stumble. You don't stumble accumulating points. You don't stumble being able to beat the big 6. That's why when Arsenal fans tell me, oh, but our record against the big 6 is great. Okay, why haven't we won a major honor then? It's not about that. It's not just about that. It is about that, but it's not just about that. It's the pressure. And everybody knows when we feel pressure, we start getting rocked, bro. We don't know what we're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? When we get found out in a game, we're doing long throw-ins against PSG. This is where he can prove me wrong. Bro, everything that this manager can do, prove me wrong in knockout competition. Prove me wrong when your system gets figured out. Change it. I'm talking about last season Champions League. Inter Milan going up against Barca. It was Barca, innit? Inter and Barca, innit?
Yeah, it was
Inter and Barca, both managers changing their tactics, bro. Halftime change. You can't do that. You don't have that ability, big man. You don't have the ability to change it up. My guy's doing long throw-ins against PSG, and I'm supposed to think that this guy's a tactician, bro. Man United are a man down. We can't get past Man United, bro. Come on, bro. Like, this is where I cuss this manager when it counts.
You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is?
It's not about beating Liverpool, bro. It's not about beating Liverpool. That's part of it. Okay, let's see when the pressure's on, bro. And then you have to go in a string of win. How are you gonna handle that? Man ain't got the minerals, bro. He ain't got the minerals. This guy ain't got the minerals. He's taken us as high as he can, as far as he can, and that's it. He's run out of ideas. He's run out of ideas against Man United, bro.
We don't usually get 3 points at Anfield, so I think that would actually be a pretty big thing to do.
Well, managers and players are there to be breaking records. Get it over the line. I don't care if we don't normally win there. I don't care. You've had enough money to be able to go there and win, bro.
Well, I mean, not like very few people win at Anfield.
I don't care, bro.
The only team that won at Anfield last season in the Premier League was Nottingham Forest.
I do not care, bro. Win me the league, bro.
But what I'm saying, and I mean, you're focusing on I'm talking more about the run, because you talk about pressure. I think that run is, well, first and foremost, like Arteta's going into the season with pressure. That's like, it is what it is. He's going in with pressure.
It's not like crunch time pressure, because I don't know, man. I don't even know if he's under pressure, because he knows this ownership will just keep him regardless. As long as he gets into the Champions League spots, he'll keep his job.
But you know what my thing is? There was a realm where we could lose every game aside from the Leeds game. Like, that's how hard the first 6 games of the season are for us. And I honestly think if we go through any scenario other than winning all the games, maybe bar the Liverpool game at Anfield, do you get me? Because that's how close everything is. It could already be done.
Yeah.
It could already be done. Like, because that's how close everything is already. Like, for Arsenal, it's like 6 games in. That's like, there's no room for error. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's really no room for error this season, because the way that, like, it's too much. Imagine if we lost the first game at Old Trafford. You don't think that we have immediately have infinite pressure on us.
What pressure?
What pressure? What? Arsenal lose the first game of the season off the back of what happened last season.
This club has no pressure, bro. This club has no pressure, which has been created. Okay, cool. Let's talk about pressure, yeah? Pressure means that there's accountability. If you've got pressure, there's accountability. You can't have pressure without accountability. Where's the accountability within this club? The fan base will flip. The fan base won't consistently.
A lot are turning though. Like in all fairness,
a lot are turning, bro. Okay, cool. A lot are turning, yeah. Slowly, a lot are turning, yeah. But let's be real, man. How can you have pressure at a football club, yeah, that the captain doesn't be made accountable? The armband protects the captain. So because he's got the armband, the manager will not drop him based on his performances. You have a manager that has been here year after year. He must win. He must win. We don't sack him. Year after year, let Arteta cook. Year after year, give him his ingredients. Year after year, but he needs this player. Year after year, but that player is not performing because he needs to bring this player to unlock that player. Year after year, dropping merchandise. Year after year, we got an ownership.
Quickly.
Where is the pressure being built from? Because I don't see it within this fan base. I don't see it within this ownership that keeps backing this man. They've been able to sack this manager 2-3 seasons ago and be justified based on the money that was given. They gave him all the power to sign new contracts to the players that he wants to keep, get rid of the ones he doesn't want to, back him in the signings that he wants, break transfer records and getting Declan Rice, pay him big money, 65 M's. I think that's like our fourth or third highest signing in our history. I think it's like our fourth highest signing. Get rid of players that have won things before or have a bigger name in football. Let him make all the decisions. Let him bring his backroom staff. Let him do all of that stuff, bro. He's had full control. Well, nearly full control over most things to do with Arsenal Football Club. And yet we still give him another contract. We could have made him fight for his contract last season. What did we do at the start of the season? Give Arteta a new contract. Instead of making him accountable. Yeah, accountability, the word that you're using. Last season was perfect. You're not going to get a contract extension. We're going to run it down unless you win a major honor this season. What do? We take the pressure away. Here's a new contract. Don't worry. Because we have to abide by the contract or we have to buy you out. That's not pressure. That's not pressure. That's not accountability. You've been given at that point. You've been given 5 years.
His contract's up 2027, right? The new one.
28.
28, yeah. Now with the extension.
Okay. I thought it was 27.
Where's the pressure? There's no pressure. The only time Arsenal fans feel a bit of pressure is because this fan base never want to be bantered on social media. That's the only reason. They feel like because Arteta is a steady Eddie, in getting us in the top 4, now they're like, okay, we're scared if we're going to go back to banter. They're scared. But at the end of the day, if you're ambitious, you have to take risks. You have to go out there and try and get the best. You have to actually show ambition to try and get over the line. They're just comfortable. You can't banter Arsenal because we're not soft belly Arsenal no more. We don't get slapped up 8-2 anymore. We're not out of the top 4 anymore. We're not in the Europa League anymore. Yeah,
I feel we did that with Berta though.
But they're also not ambitious enough to push and get over the line, bro. They're not ambitious enough.
Going and getting Berta, I think, is a sign of ambition, personally, in my opinion. Because you could have gone and got a Rosicky, could have upgraded Per Mertesacker's position.
But then that appointment, I agree with you, but then that appointment's inconsistent with everything else they're doing. Like you're going out there, you're getting an ambitious sporting director, but you don't go and get the same value of manager to match that sporting director. Do you get what I'm saying? You want an experienced sporting director that has a CV, but then you don't want to manage the.
I think this is his final season if he doesn't win, personally.
But bro, I've heard that now for the last 3 seasons.
But I genuinely believe that if he doesn't win anything this season, he will get sacked. Because this is the way that I'm viewing it, and I can be wrong, but I feel like Berta coming in and Arteta getting literally everything that he wants position-wise in the squad, I feel like that's a statement from the owners going, okay, cool. We've brought in a guy who can bring you whatever you say you so need. Go and win now.
But then the fan base starts saying, "Oh, this is a Berta signing. That's Arteta signing." It's like they want to create a division like they did with Edu, to be like, well, these signings are to blame for Berta, and these ones are Arteta. And it's like, bro, like
that's the fan base. Like every fan inside of every fan base has opposing views on a wide variety of matters. like at this point, we're just talking about humans being humans. Like, not everybody agrees.
No, some
Right, but it's like it's hooks. Here's the thing, right? Like last season, there were many. There were, I would say, a majority, almost 70%, of like very positive fans who said, if he does not win a major this season, he needs to go next season. And then I don't know what happened.
I don't know about. I don't know how you've measured that percentage, person. Like,
It's just, I mean, from what I see online anyway.
Yeah, but
from what I see online anyway.
Yeah, but what you see online is not like, it's not even like, it doesn't even scratch the surface of the Arsenal fan.
Right, like sure, like I mean,
what do you mean by that?
Not a match going fan or whatever, right? Like I understand that, but
no, I'm not even talking about match going fans. There's just literally
no. It does. Hooks, I meet random people. Yeah, they go, who just spot? Oh, I'm Arsenal. Like random people, bro. When I'm at work or whatever. Yeah, this is the mentality of a lot of people in real life as well. The delusion that we see on the internet. A lot of people do feel like this in real life. Sometimes they're Arsenal fans, sometimes they're not. Yeah. They got to, who just bought Arsenal? You must be so happy. Mikel's doing an excellent job. I'm like, what? And the thing is, I'm saying this because it ain't happened once, twice, four times, 5 times, 6 times. It happens the majority of the time. You guys must be so, he's doing an excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent job of doing what? Getting me top 4 every year. But Wenger was doing that.
Already had that.
Pump Wenger with more extra money and say, look, Wenger, we're going to give you more money. Guess what? We got extra bread. Get back into the top 4. We're good. You know what I'm saying? But what we doing?
Yeah, but that shows you. That shows you that different people have different views on different things. That's the point that I made.
No, but like, look, my view on my club is that I want to win trophies, and anything else is unacceptable. You know what I mean? And that should be the case for all the fans.
The majority of them sound the same, bro. They do sound the same. They try to say to people like me, you sound like... No, bro. I grew up with standards. My granddad didn't even know Lee. He died years before me even knowing Lee. My granddad used to talk like that. What did we win? I ain't celebrating Benfica. What did we win? My uncles. Like, what is this? Do you know what I'm saying? This fan base all sound the same. You got to give him a chance. You got this... Okay, then why didn't you keep the same energy with the previous manager? Because the amount of excuses that this manager's got to succeed.
No,
I didn't see this level of excuses with Unai Emery. Based on this manager, based on this manager getting second, that means that Unai Emery was only 1 step away from winning something in Europe.
But he lost.
No, but you know what's insane? If Arteta came in after Wenger instead of Emery, he would have been gone by now. It was just
maybe, but like again, the point with Emery lost the dressing room. Like, no matter what any of us say online, Arteta hasn't.
How do you know this though? How do you know this?
But you had all of the youngers trolling Emery and making fun of him, bro.
Well, and now they're all back in the manager, and we're failing to win anything.
But what I'm saying is, like, Emery lost the dressing room, so like. Do you know what it's like? It's like, I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know the extent of you lot's work, but I'm pretty sure to some capacity you work with a team to some capacity. Like, if you don't get on with the team, it's a very easy decision for the people in managerial positions to go, okay, you're the problem, we'll get rid of you. It's very easy to do that.
I mean, the fan base of them.
I've seen that happen. And do you know what as well? Yeah. See, look, I think a lot of things that Arsenal fans say online is mad, mental. Like, I think the one thing that I don't like about a lot of the Arsenal fan base is like the lack of sticking to their word. Because to me, that's mad. Like, but I think that's the case with anything. If you say something, then you should stick to it. And the fact that they don't do that, I think that is mad. Yeah. But like, one thing that everyone needs to understand is like, it doesn't matter what Arsenal 2756 on Twitter says about Arsenal, because no one at Arsenal cares. Do you get me? It doesn't matter what, whatever their tag late and they got Saka in the photo. It doesn't matter what they say online. about Arsenal. Do you get me? Even to a degree, like it doesn't matter what I say about Arsenal on YouTube or on Twitter because the club doesn't care, bro. Like
The club does care when it's not one person. The club does care when that opinion starts being spread and there's a million people agreeing or a half a million people agreeing. Then they're like, okay, so what? Everybody's just happy with Eze. Shut up shop. We don't need to buy nobody else. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't need to look any further. We could have, but there's no pressure to. The fan base.
That's not
we'll
how.
give them what they want. That's what this club has been doing. This is why we've been asking for a striker for time. We've been asking for loads of shit for time, bro. The reason we don't get it yet is because the majority of this fan base are happy with it. They ain't asked this manager because the majority of the fan base don't call for it. The majority of the fan base told the club that they're happy. They trusted Mikel. We're behind the team. We're behind the process.
You know how many people want everything,
bro? This club listened to everything, bro.
You know how many people wanted Wenger gone, bro? Do you know how many people wanted Wenger gone?
Yeah, and guess what? When everybody wanted him, he was gone.
Now there was a lot of people that wanted Wenger gone way before he. I knew a lot of people in the real world that wanted Wenger gone way before he actually left. Like,
bro, I was one of them, and now I feel bad.
I feel bad now. Loads of people to get it, loads of people. So like all I know is like all these concepts that you have on why Arsenal do certain things is not why they do certain things. The only thing that we can come to common ground on is because Arsenal is an institution that generates money, they will always make a decision that benefits them as a business, but that is what all businesses do.
Yeah. And what does the business base their model? What does the business base their model based on? They're selling to a consumer.
Revenue.
If the consumer wants the bare minimum in any product, they will give you the bare minimum until you ask for more, until you do not buy any more. If you buy something, they know what standard you're looking for. If you go to McDonald's, they know the standard. They don't have to make gourmet burger. Do you know what I'm saying? They know that you will take the burger that they've got because it's a cheap burger and you're gonna buy it. Do you know what I mean? And until you stop buying it, then there's room for change. If you keep buying it, stocks are up, money's up. What is the reason for change? And that's the thing with this fan base. Why would a club be more ambitious when the majority of this fan base do not put them to the sword for their decisions? They don't. In Portugal and in Spain, you got a president. You have to deliver. If not, you have to stand there next to the fans and they will make you accountable. In England, they are not like that. Arsenal in a major honor, don't worry, we'll go again. And that's what they keep doing. They can keep making us go into transfer windows where we're still short. And let's not go on like we've been doing this for 21 years. We've been doing this for 21 years when we know there's still positions we need to strengthen.
One guy short.
We're not always one. Won't go out there. Do you know why? We can still drop 11 merch like last season. You'll buy it. We can raise the ticket price. You'll pay for it. We can talk about expanding the stadium instead of expanding our trophy cabinet. You will still get behind it. We can still say that there's certain players that will unlock. You will still buy it. What is the need to be more ambitious? There is no need. The only time this club starts moving with urgency is when we get out of the Champions League because they want to get the Champions League money. That's the only time. We don't move with urgency.
We've just spent like over 250 million in
80 million of that were bums that are bench players comfortably don't get into the team.
No, but that's
also Eze, we're lucky that the only team that was in for Eze was Tottenham because every single time we delay to get a player in and a club that's as big as us or bigger than us, most of the time we lose out on the player. Most of the time,
you're making excuses to justify your narrative.
I'm not making excuses. I'm telling you how the club moved. We were talking to Eze time before Tottenham got into it. But we started prioritizing getting Madueke over the line, getting Norgard over the line, getting Kepa over the line. These guys, none of you want to rely on them because that's the real level of these players. And then we allowed Tottenham to have 2 weeks talking to Eze. The reason is partly he's an Arsenal fan, wanted the move. Secondly, we are a bigger club than Spurs. But when we delay like this, we've missed out on major players that would have made us a lot better. Isak, Buendia, Benzema in the past. There's been
Where-
Higuain in the
where's
past. There's been
now?
Kante in the past. There's been so
Where-
many
when-
players.
where-
It worked in our favor this time, but we risked it. We risked it for players that aren't good enough. That's the facts.
There's no
Who do
point.
you prioritize? Getting
No, there's-
Eze over the line or Madueke? You're gambling. You are gambling that a bigger team ain't gonna take the player. That's a gamble. It is a gamble.
No, there's no point, bro. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point.
No, but all right, Hooks. Let me ask you a question then, right?
We're going into subjectivity of football, and you're making you're saying, oh, the only reason we signed Eze is because of X, Y, Z, but we signed Eze, so none of that matters.
Yeah, but you know who we else also signed though, Madueke.
Yeah,
that 52 million could have gone into signing Rodrigo. Add 30 million to that. That's a perfect window. I would say that's a 9 out of 10 window. I would say that is the best window we've had in the Emirates era, hands down. And I'm one of the most negative fans apparently, and that's a 9 out of 10 window for me, dude.
But Guru, again, I'm talking like I can't sit here and talk about the subjectivity of football.
I don't even know what that means.
It basically means that football is based on opinions. So you think Madueke is not good enough, but there's people that think that Madueke is good enough. So we will endlessly have a circular conversation that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the way a club shows ambition is by investing in its squad to prepare for a new season. Arsenal have spent if not the most in the summer window to do that. I don't care if you don't like Norgard. I don't care if you don't like Kepa. I don't care if you like Eze. I don't care if you don't like Madueke. I don't even care if you like or don't like Gyokeres. All I know is the club has hired professionals to identify players that will fix the squad, and the owners have given the new sporting director the funds to activate deals. Everything other than that is subjectivity of football. Because if you really think, if anyone really thinks, that they could do a better job, hey, there's pathways into football. There really is pathways into football. Yeah.
So as long as the investment's been made, it doesn't matter about
Yeah, but again, because we already spoke about this Northside, my issue isn't the squad. My issue is the coaching. That's my issue. So when it comes to the end of the season and we haven't won anything, my issue isn't with the hierarchy. My issue isn't with Berta. My issue is with the manager, because I believe there is a minimum of 10 managers that if they came in with this exact same squad, yes, that includes Norgard, yes, that includes Kepa, yes, that includes Madueke, they would be able to win something. You agreed with me earlier, which means the issue is not who we are signing. The issue is not the amount we are investing. The issue is the coaching. Whether that's just Arteta or that's Arteta and Stevenberg and Carlos Cuesta and whoever else is on the coaching staff, that's who it's down to. It's not down to anything else. So
no, I don't fully disagree, and I don't totally agree. I think two things.
Carlos Cuesta is gone, by the way. He manages the Spanish team now.
At the end of the day, it's not just
Jova, not Cuesta, Jova. My bad.
No. It's not. It's yes, the coaching is a big thing. Yes, that is a factor. But also, the level of player being brought into the club is also a problem at times as well. And if you get a steady Eddie, for me, I don't see this manager getting the most out of those players, and I don't think it's the right appointment. It's not just about money spent. We spent money on Trusty. We spent money on Carl Hein. We spent money re-signing Nketiah, Reece Nelson. We spent money on getting Jesus. We spent money getting Havertz. We spent money getting Fabio Vieira, Lokonga. It's not just about the money spent, and not every player you can just coach them to a potential that they don't have. So scouting is just as important as spending the money, because this is why we've had players that are on big wages that we want to get rid of, Martinelli, Zinchenko, because they're not of the quality. You know what I mean? You can't coach into a player's attributes they don't have. You can't. You can't make Zubimendi defend because he's not a defender. You can't make Martinelli an all-round baller because he's not a baller. You can't make Jesus a clinical striker because he doesn't have the ability to be a clinical striker. He said it himself. So I agree with the coaching because he got his team, but also he's buying players that have limitations. and he's not getting the best out of them because they are limited. Moreno is not a DM. I don't care what no one tells me. He doesn't have the attributes to be a DM. Just because you're big and strong doesn't mean that you're a DM. He don't have the attributes. His ball recovery is not great. He's not great on the half turn. He can't pass. He's positionally, he's all over the place.
No legs.
You can't just coach everything into players. Otherwise, you'll just get players from the academy and you just coach them to a certain level because coaching apparently installs everything in players. You coach the best out of players. You can coach them into being into the right positions in terms of within a system, but their own attributes as a player, they either have them or they don't, which is why we got the transfer market. You can't just create players to be something that they aren't. Certain players are just not certain things and they're not going to be that. But like I was saying, I need to read out these super chats. I need to eat, bro, for the shop clothing. I need to go chicken shop. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. I didn't know you had to go, man. You should have typed in the private chat. I'm all here thinking you're doing one of your 10-hour streams, bro.
Nah, don't turn out. I need to go chicken shop, man. You know what I'm saying? And boss man, don't talk to me about football. You know what I'm saying? So it's all perfect. Boss, number 10. You get me? Man already knows, bro. You know what I mean? But big up Remy. Damn hooks cooking. Northside, make sure you're sober this carny. You know I ain't gonna be sober.
Sober at a carnival is insane. That's insane.
You know what I'm saying? But big up, bro. Big up to the super chat. Youngin Jen. Eze recently confirmed that he had a call Arteta at the 11th hour to request to join the club after a meeting about Havertz's injury. Time to wake up. Big up, bro. Big up. You know what I'm
this
saying?
One's hilarious.
The other one, I don't know. Can I read that?
Yeah,
you can. You can.
The other one's mad, bro. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read it.
The other one's mad, but it's funny because the comparison is weird. Because in his comparison,
no, she's buying happiness. What do you mean? You want your wife to be happy, yeah?
No,
so,
but
it's the same thing.
I'm still hungry. Like, where's my food?
Well, so yeah, I'm hungry for trophies, dog. It's the same thing.
Where's my food? I'm still hungry. So the vibrator helps you, but don't help me.
Where's my trophies? I'm still hungry.
You're fine. You know the comparison is weird, but I hear it.
I know. It's just funny.
Versatility, isn't
it? Given the context, the fact that you said versatility is mental.
Yeah, because you said it's not for you, it's for her, but
it's mental.
It could be.
No, that's you know what? I can't lie. I think that's a why. I think you're going mad. I think you're going mad. I can't lie. I think you're going mad. Maybe you've been streaming for too long today. You need to go get your chicken and chips and park off with the Maggie. Relax. You're losing your mind.
Anyway, we move, man. Hey, listen, Hawks, shout out your channel, bro, where people can find you.
Halftime Hawks recently made it past 7K on the way.
Come on.
Yo, congrats, man.
I say on the way to 8K. I just want to get to 10K, man. When I get to 10K, I'll feel like I'm a proper, fully fledged YouTube man. You get me? Football YouTuber in this. I feel like the 5 digits is when you're fully fledged. So you get me? If you man can help me get there, I'd love that. I big up the Silver Arsenal. He said I got his sub. I big up. I like that still. Don't worry. You won't hear like I'm not a bottom gooner, but I'm not a top gooner. Do you know what I am? I'm an Arsenal fan. So you'll love it over there. So yeah, man. Help a brother out, and yeah, you'll see Northside from time to time on my show as well. So you get to see him cook me here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, man, it'd be a good bit of fun.
No cooking, man. Just discussions, man. Just discussions. But you know what I'm saying? Just discussions. But that one there about we're the favorites and we're the Titans. And,
favorites.
The Titans, yeah, the Titans got me.
With the Titans. Hey.
You've been watching too much anime, Attack on Titans. You've been watching too much
anime.
100%. Relax.
100%.
I can't lie. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a lot of manhwa though. I won't lie. A lot of manhwa in it, so I'm gassed. But come on, Northside. I've scored 6 goals and conceded none in 2 games. I'm off to a good start. I am the Titans.
Yeah, United in Leeds, man. United finished 15th last season.
Yeah, man.
We all know like Leeds are not that good at set pieces. So it wasn't.
Yo, one thing before we go, I gotta say one thing because I tapped this in your chat, but you didn't. I don't think you read it. So you gave Arteta a 10 out of 10, yeah?
Yeah.
For a rating for this game. Let me just tell you, two of the goals, came from the set piece coach, because Arteta doesn't manage those.
But he's the one that instructs that we focus on set pieces. So, like Nicholas Yova didn't hire himself and say, "Okay, I'm gonna."
No, I understand that, but like that's not on Arteta.
Yeah,
That's not for that match.
Wait, of course it's on Arteta. Of course it's on Arteta.
You know what? Yeah, no. End it, Northside.
We brought him from Man City because I'm pretty sure he came from Man City because he worked with him.
No, he didn't. He came from.
He knows him from somewhere.
Because the thing is, Arteta just wants one of the players to like put a cross in so that the opposition can clear for a corner. But it's the set piece coach that tries to tell the players what to do when it's time to take the corner. It's not Arteta, it's the set piece coach. And I know Arteta is like Arteta is like part of the reason why we score from corners, but the set piece coach is the one that tells the players on how to score from a set piece.
There you go. There you go. Looks didn't like that because you're taking the credit away from his guy, you know. Don't like that.
No, it's just it's like
he did come from City, you're right.
Yeah, exactly, man. I know what I'm talking. You know what? Northside, go get your Maggie and your chicken and chips. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to.
Big up Guru, big up Macy, big up Hooks. I need to go get my chicken and chips, bro. The shop's gonna close in 20 minutes. You get me? Big up to everyone. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the man, them. And we're out, man. Love. Redirect to Yasser, Northside Raid on the way in. Love.